understand they just came off of a win, and I think they're probably heavily favored to win tonight against Ganado. But then they play Page. There's no guarantee in that game. Then they play Sholo. And then they play Monument Valley. Again, that game is not guaranteed. And finishing with Winslow and Round Valley. And Round Valley, certainly there's no guarantee in winning that game. I think they give themselves a much better chance to beat Winslow than they do Round Valley. Round Valley, at this point, where I would say maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I might say Blue Ridge and Round Valley are probably very evenly compared to each other. On paper, maybe a one-score game in one direction or the other.
Yeah.
And now, at this point, I think Round Valley is starting to move themselves into the direction of the favorites. And that game's going to be played in the Dome.
Yeah, I agree 100% on that. And it really came down to, at this point, for the Yellow Jackets, it comes down to this. That Round Valley game may be the one that does or doesn't get them into the playoffs.
Yeah,
if you beat Round Valley, maybe you make it. Maybe you get to the playoffs. If you lose the game, maybe you're out. And now it's becoming more, as you said, that Round Valley looks like the favorite.
Yeah, and it's the same situation as last year. As mentioned, that week 1 Safford home game, lots of lightning, double overtime. The game ended like just before midnight. Blue Ridge loses on the last play of the game. And then you get to the end of the season, and they missed the postseason by like 1 spot. Mm-hmm. And, of course, again, you go back through the schedule and you say, well, yeah, we could have won that game or that game. But it's that first game that they should have won. And this year, Payson's no pushover. But I believe Blue Ridge should have won that game. And if not, maybe if they had a more advanced quarterback at the time. We talked about Luke Berlin a lot this year, freshman quarterback. He's got great things in his future, but he's a freshman. That was the first game he ever played on the varsity level. You go from 8th grade football to varsity football. Give me a break, man. I mean, now you're going to play Payson, who's always one of the more physical teams on your schedule.
Yeah. It's a tough ask, right? It's a tough way to introduce the kid to varsity football. But he played hard and he stood in there. He stayed in and he delivered the best that he could. And if he had maybe 3 or 4 games of experience under his belt instead of it being his first, it probably would have been a much different outcome.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they win the game by a couple of touchdowns.
They're 3-1 right now instead of 2-2, and that's a big difference right now.
It dropped that one, and yes, 2-2. The Yellow Jackets homecoming tonight against Ganado, but they're going to play without their best weapon. David Simmons is no longer available, and probably not for the rest of the campaign. All right, Derek, I'm going to let you get out of here. We're closing in on our pregame here. We're going to grab a timeout. I'll come back and just review the schedule again for everybody and get you ready. We got 2 big game broadcasts. Derek, we'll see you in a bit, okay?
Yeah, see everybody next week. God bless you.
Stand by, everybody. Grab a timeout and look at that schedule of games across Northeast Arizona on another big Friday night here. This right here, this is the Hatch Toyota Friday Night Football Show.
With my swagger, hop in that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night, cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot, cause we ballin' and spittin' up Patron every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Serve you the truth with all that goody power.
Value is a car that goes for 200,000 miles and a product specialist that's not on commission. It's a truck that fires up every morning so you can provide for your family, and a complimentary maintenance plan, including roadside service for 2 years or 25,000 miles. It's what you get instead of what you pay. All areas where Toyota is a value leader. Hatch Toyota brings you more Kelley Blue Book Best Buys than any other manufacturer. We're also one of the largest supporters of nonprofit organizations, the arts, children's sports, and local charities whose efforts benefit our local residents. We provide jobs and support other local businesses by buying their products and paying taxes for schools and first responders. We believe the health of a community depends on being involved. Whether you live in Sholo, Pinetop, Alpine, or anywhere in the White Mountains, these are the dollars you spend with us going back into our community. Hatch Toyota at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo and hatchtoyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 32 years. Come to the dealership that supports your community.
Hurry back. for more of the Hatch Toyota Friday Night Football Show.
No matter the occasion, large, small, or just because, the Bloomhouse Floral Designs, located in Pine Top, will create the perfect bouquet to capture your moment perfectly. Offering the widest selection of beautiful and unique floral designs and accents, the Bloomhouse serves as your personal creation expert. We are open to serve you Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Same day and rush deliveries are available. Stop by or order online at bloomhouseflorals.com.
Hi, everybody. This is Sports Zone Radio's Floyd Simmons. Here at the Sports Zone, we are proud to offer award-winning sports coverage. We spend countless hours and miles on the road for our digital radio broadcasts, live video productions, and exhausting hours editing the best video content in the market. If you're a coach or athletic director, talk to us about shooting your school or team's photography. I guarantee you, no one will work harder to do it better. Contact us for pricing and samples. The number to call is 928-358-7905. That's 928-358-7905.
Stop your looking. You found the Hatch Toyota Friday Night Football Show.
Hey, football fans, welcome back in as we wrap up this portion of the Friday Night Football Show. The Game of the Week broadcast is on the way here in a moment. And on the radio on Mix 98, KRFM Sholo. That's where you're listening to this on radio, 98.5 FM. Across the White Mountains, we're going to carry that Snowflake Cactus game for you coming up on the radio in a bit. You can also catch that on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel and Facebook pages. And you can do the same thing as far as watching the action from Sholo High School, okay? Sholo taking on the Round Valley Elks, and our team led by B-Squared Byron Brown and Greg Jones, our technical director and producer out of the Valley tonight, that's handling that broadcast for us. Greg, good to have you with us up in the White Mountains on a chilly and maybe drizzly Friday night in Sholo. Greg, thanks for being here. You can also catch that broadcast on the Sports Zone Radio Facebook page and YouTube channels, okay? Big stuff there. Don't forget the Ace Hardware Scoreboard Show, the show that coaches call, coming up live from Snowflake after that game broadcast tonight. It's all part of the Hatch Toyota Friday Night Football Show. Thank you to Derek Simmons. Thank you to Head Coach Kay Solomon of Snowflake for joining us on today's radio program. And thank you, best radio fans, best sports fans. I'm losing my voice. The best sports fans anywhere. That's you. Thanks for joining us for this edition of the Hatch Toyota Friday Night Football Show. Game of the Week broadcast coming right up. Stand by.
It's time to cash in on the value of your old car. You may have seen more new cars at dealerships, but used car values are still holding high for the moment. It's time to trade in your current vehicle and get top dollar while you still can. Where? Hatch Toyota, of course. The White Mountains Volume Dealer is still offering the highest possible values for your trade. Or we'll buy it outright. Cars, trucks, crossovers, SUVs. Come in and get an instant appraisal and offer, and we will write you a check on the spot. Or apply it as trade value for your new 2022 Hatch Toyota. And we have the inventory. Now's the time to turn your old car into a payday. We're not just saying it, we're paying it. Hatch Toyota at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo and at hatchtoyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 32 years.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at hatchtoyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo.
Offer offer benefit Toyota Financial Services. Excludes government and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio. It's time to tee it up and kick it off. It's time for the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. Presented by Hatch Toyota. Sports Zone Radio brings you unmatched coverage of football from around the White Mountains and beyond. No one does it like Sports Zone Radio. And now you can live stream HD video of our broadcast coverage exclusively at sportszone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio mobile app. All part of the Hatch Toyota Friday Night Football Show. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week is presented by Hatch Toyota. Chaz Hatch refuses to lose a deal over $1. Hard-hitting broadcast coverage of White Mountains football is up next. Now, let's take you out to the field and join our broadcast team for tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Snowflake High School tonight for the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast presented by Hatch Toyota. And you know what? Perfect timing because the teams have risen to their feet. The fans have as well. It's time for the national anthem here at Snowflake High School. Well, it might have been just a little bit hard to hear from our vantage point, but hopefully you caught the Snowflake Madrigal, that outstanding choir here at Snowflake High School, delivering the national anthem before a very patriotic crowd assembled at Lobo Stadium. Welcome into the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week, everybody. Floyd Simmons, along with my broadcast partner, Patrick Austin. Hey, you got the A-team, folks, together again. Got the band back together. Patrick, you and I, well, we're doing all kinds of crazy rotations with our broadcast team, and every once in a while I get back together with you, and it's always fun. And tonight, we got a big one here. Snowflake freshly moved into the 4A ranks, playing the Cactus Cobras, who are freshly moved into the 5A ranks. That's what success will do to you with the in Arizona these days. If you have too much of it, they're going to move you up. And these two teams are up. How about Snowflake playing a 5A team on their field here in the tiny town of Snowflake, Arizona?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, Floyd, welcome back. I can't believe that it takes your son getting hurt in the game last week for you to be able to be with me tonight and do this broadcast. So it's great to have you. Second of all, yeah, what a huge game tonight, especially for the Snowflake Lobos. Coming up recently into the 4A, playing football powerhouse, and it doesn't matter if they're 4A or 5A. This is the Cactus Cobras. I mean, this is a football powerhouse. They went into the Open Championship last year and played in that. They did lose in the first round, but one of the 8 top teams in the state, 1A through 6A, it doesn't matter. One of the 8 top teams in the state playing in the Open Championship last year, coming up to Snowflake and playing in this game tonight. What a huge game for the Lobos.
It really is crazy. And you could paint scenarios. Whereby the Snowflake Lobos, who are, in my opinion, they're going to be a good 4A team. They're a legit 3A team. They ought to be playing 3A football still. I firmly believe that. Even if you're talking dynasty, okay? Dynasties are okay. And I think Snowflake should be playing 3A. But if they can beat the Cobras, I mean, what's that going to do? Because the Cobras are a 5A team, and look at them. Look how big they are out there. They're big, they're fast, they're physical, and that's what Snowflake gets to take on. But let's say Snowflake has the great success throughout the year. They've got a tough region they play in with the likes of American Leadership Academy Gilbert. What if they win that game? What if they beat Benjamin Franklin? And what if they beat everybody else? What if they win their region? Snowflake could be looking at a ticket. Patrick, they could be looking at a ticket to the Open Championship Tournament.
You're absolutely right, and it's been discussed. I mean, it's very unlikely, but if they run the table here and with their schedule that they have this year, I definitely see an invite to the Open. I definitely do.
Can you turn it down? Are you allowed to say, I don't think so, I'd rather not?
Well,
because if you're Snowflake, why would you want to?
No, there's no way. I mean, as good as this football team is and as the potential that they have, I don't know. It's scary.
Shall we worry about the matter at hand? Here's a line drive kick fielded at the 5-yard line and a head of steam around the left side. There's a bit of a wall out there and a good return developing on the opening kick of the game, and the Cactus Cobras are going to be working from near midfield after a terrific return that gets them out a distance. How about Nico Boncor Montoya, who brought it out from the 5-yard line and showed a great burst of speed as he got to that edge, and he brings it out to the 49-yard line. We'll begin the game right there with Cactus in control.
Yeah, nice wall set up by the Cobras there. Just, again, we're going to say this all night, but they do things well. They're going to do their kickoffs well. They're going to run their offense well. They're going to play defense. I mean, this is going to be a tough game. We'll see what the Lobos can do.
Well, what they're going to do is use that big defensive front to stop Cactus on their first offensive play of the game. They'll take it right up the middle, and this one will be stopped just short of midfield. We'll see where they're going to put it right on the 50-yard line. So a 1-yard gain to open this one up for Cactus. In this big matchup, 5A Cactus. The Cobras are in town. They'll run a double slot to the right side. And quick fake, throw left side, pass caught, and contact made. That should be right at a 4-yard pickup on the play, taking it into Snowflake territory on the far side of the field. Pass completed, and a 3rd down and about 5 on the way.
Yeah, nice job coming up and making a hit on that far side of the field. I believe that is going to be Braden Frost coming up and making a big hit on that receiver, bringing up a big 3rd down.
So after 2 short gains, Cactus will throw. They're looking over the middle. Pass caught. And that is a tackle at the 35-yard line. There's a marker down in the backfield. We'll see if this 10-yard pass connection will stand for the Cobras. And we'll look at the referee. That's Paul Hancock. How about Paul Hancock getting the marquee game tonight? And he will call a penalty. That's a personal foul. That's roughing the passer. So contact on the quarterback after the play, and this one is going to take the ball. Well, they're going to tack yardage onto the end of it, so it will be marched all the way down. That's a 15-yard penalty, and they'll mark it at the 20-yard line. First down there for the Cobras. Double slot right side, solo receiver on the left, and they'll give it up the middle. And again, a tackle made for a short gain on the play. The quarterback, am I seeing the number right? Isn't that
it's number 9.
Braden Lagafuena?
Good luck with that.
I'm going to go with Lagafuena, and I'm going to say that until somebody maybe corrects me. If you want to message us on our YouTube channel, if you know the actual pronunciation, if I'm not getting it. Here's a pass caught, and that's going to bring in, after that previous 1-yard gain, that's going to bring a whole bunch of Lobo defenders to the point of attack. 8-yard gain, and the Cobras should be right at 1 yard shy of the yardage necessary for the first down.
Looks like that was Will Galvin, number 1, who received that.
Yeah, just a quick pass right over the middle. Able to get about 9 yards on the play. Flake coming up and making a hit, stopping them just short of the first down.
The Cobras in town taking on Snowflake, and it's a 3rd down and 1. The ball at the 11-yard line of the Lobos. Lagafuena hands it off. And that is, look at the fight in that running back. He just wouldn't go down. He never did go down in spite of the contact. Damian Giles. Giles carrying the ball, 5'8", 170. Giles has enough for the first down.
Definitely enough to move the chains.
And I believe the way they're marking that, it looks like a 2-yard gain. The ball right at the 9-yard line. Got the yardage necessary for the first down. You see the fight there on the replay.
Yeah, he's going to play. He's a player. He's one of them back from last year's team, and he can run that football. He's tough. He's not very big, 5'8", 170, but he'll keep driving.
He gets it again, and he's going to bounce it outside, and a really nice tackle, nice wrap-up from that middle linebacker position. The guy that made the did I get it right?
Matthew Brimhall made the tackle. And Brimhall, you've got to expect him to have a big game and help try to contain Giles in that running attack from the Cobras if they're going to have success tonight.
That was actually number 20, Lance Christensen, that came up and made that tackle. But either way, you could probably say Matthew Brimhall's name pretty much on every defensive play. He is in on every tackle and does such a great job for that Lobo defense. But on that last play, Lance Christensen was the one that stepped up and made that tackle.
It had been a 1-yard gain on that play, and now a marker down as the Cobras try to go around the left side. It's not going to count. They're going to get called for the hold, a 10-yard mark-off coming up, and they'll bring that one all the way back out to about the 20-yard line. That's where the ball goes down. And with 8 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock, we welcome you into our broadcast coverage of the Sports on Radio Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota. You're listening live and local across the White Mountains on Mix 98 KRFM Sholo. And now, second down and goal. The ball at the 20-yard line for the Cobras. They want to throw. Lagafuena throws left side toward the end zone. It's too tall. It's incomplete over there. And the guy that was intended as the receiver was Nico Boncor Montoya. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, this quarterback, he's a gunslinger. He likes to throw the ball. That was a pretty good read there. He had an inside position, the receiver did. If he would have hit him, might have been a score for the Cobras. But bringing up a huge third down here.
The 6'3", 175-pound Lagafuena looking right, now left. And that one, there's contact in the middle of the field. The pass is incomplete. And the Cobras are not going to get a call they're asking for. I think that was Will Galvin who was, and Galvin, by the way, was the starting quarterback last year for the Cobras. Now moved out to receiver with the rise of Lagafuena. And that's incomplete. There was contact in there. We didn't get to see it on that replay.
Well, you can't call a flag on the ref. So he ran into the ref in the middle of the field. And
I knew he ran into somebody.
Yeah, and he was looking for a flag, and you expected that ref to throw a flag on himself.
Fourth down and goal. They're going for it. Left side, too long. That's incomplete. And though they bent, the defense does not break for Snowflake. That ball defended down that left side by Braden Frost. And after the incomplete pass, the Snowflake Lobos will have the ball for their first time today. They're going to get it right at the 20-yard line. Well, there it is, Patrick. And opportunity lost for the Cobras, who marched well, but then they couldn't do anything with their final opportunities.
Yeah, nice coverage there by Braden Frost on that far side of the field. Just a nice job. Didn't let that receiver burn him for a touchdown, and it was overthrown anyway, but still almost double coverage out there. Braden had him deep, and somebody had him a little shallow, so it had to have been a perfect pass. But nice job by the Lobos. See what they can do offensively here.
He'll line it up. Easton Butler, the senior quarterback, calling the signals, and he's got two running backs flanking him. They'll give it right straight up the middle, and I believe that was that Jet carrying the ball for his first carry of the game? It was Jet McRae on the carry for Snowflake, 2-yard gain. Second down 8 coming up.
Brought down by a host of Cobras.
The Lobos line it up on this second down, and now they'll shift. Tyler Clare, the tight end, officially a tight end, was lined up wide out there in a Twins set. Now he comes in tight to the formation. Snowflake with the ball, and 7:40 on the clock, first quarter, no score. First time the Lobos have had it, and there is a big pile up after a gain of in the neighborhood of 3 yards. McRae carrying again. That's actually a 4-yard gain. 4-yard pickup on the play, and third down and 4 on the way for the Lobo offense.
Hey, nice job by the Lobo offensive line there. Pick up 3 yards. I know they're trying to get 4 yards of carry here against this Cobra team, and they got 3 on the first and 3 on the second. Going to bring up a big third down and 4. But Lobo's doing a good job on the ground so far. No lost yardage anyway. We'll see what they can do on third down.
Trips left. 3 receivers all split out. Claire, the guy in front of all that. And Easton Butler was set to throw and then got smashed in the backfield. That's a quarterback sack. And defensively for Cactus, getting there to make the play was Dom Solano. He is a big fella at 6'3", 200. He got there quickly. That ends up being a loss of 4 on the play on the quarterback sack. And the Lobos will have to bring the punt team out on 4th down and 8.
Yeah, that's their stud defensive lineman right there. He's a returner again from last year. They don't have a whole lot of those, but we've seen the impact of the couple that they've had come back from last year's team. So,
well, look at the catch made.
Wow.
He turned into an over-the-shoulder catch, and a great job in coverage. Special teams extraordinaire. It ends up being a loss of yardage on the punt return, and Braden Frost is everywhere, it seems, for this team, and he makes a great special teams tackle. You'll see it on the replay.
Called his name a few times tonight. Braden Frost showing up tonight against the Cobras, just doing a great job defensively. And a great tackle there, just getting in the legs, nowhere for him to go.
Now, what you saw there was evidence of this fact, and unfortunately, with all of the rain, which you love to have, right, on your field, unfortunately, for Snowflake, the middle of this field is just tore up with all the activity that's been played here, and all the rain, and so they are doing the best they can to keep this field playable, but the middle of this track is certainly treacherous for both Snowflake and their opponents. 2-yard gain on that little swing pass there.
Yeah, it is. I didn't realize that the field was in a little bit bad shape there in the middle of it, but I know a lot of work, hard work has gone into keeping this field as nice as it is.
Second possession for the Cobras. There's a broken tackle by Giles. He can't get away from Lance Christensen, who comes in like a missile from his safety spot and knocks the runner down. Looked like it was going to develop into something nice for the Cobras. That ends up being a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, number 7 for the Cobras thinks he can kick that outside. I don't think so against Lance Christensen. It ain't going to happen. Too much quickness, too strong there on that outside. Nice job by Lance Christensen.
Just a sure tackle by him. It's 3rd down and 10 now. By the way, on that, I think you saw maybe an illegal block as well in the back, though it was not a very physical block. He tried to hold up. Here come the Lobos after the quarterback, but the pass is caught for the 1st down. It comes out, but that's contact with the ground. And, well, they're going to say incomplete, aren't they?
Yeah, ground knocked the ball out, so that's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a 14-yard pass play to the receiver, Boncor Montoya, Nico Boncor Montoya. Look at the replay here.
Oh, they're giving it to him.
Okay, I thought it was a catch, and I thought it came out when he contacted the ground, Patrick. 14-yard pickup, that's a 1st down. I mean, that looks good. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll come back to that look. That's a pretty good look. We'll come back to it in a bit and maybe slow it down some more. See what it looks like. Ball goes across midfield for a 2nd time today. The Cobras are in Lobo territory. They're at the Snowflake 48-yard line. Toss left side. Giles gets a block on the edge, turns it up, meets a whole bunch of those Lobo defenders, and that's a very physical 5-yard pickup on the play for Giles.
Yeah, we can expect that all night tonight, Floyd. It's going to be a very physical game. Already has been, only 7-8 minutes into this first quarter. A lot of big hits going on here tonight so far.
There's that look again a few moments ago.
He didn't catch that.
Yeah, I think maybe you're right about that, Patrick. I think maybe that was an incomplete pass. 2nd down play coming up. The ball at the Lobo 44-yard line. As you're in the middle of the replay, there's a pass caught on the far left side of the field. That's going to be another nice Cobra gain. It looks like 9 yards. 9 yards on the pickup. Boncor Montoya on the receiving end of that pass, and a 1st down.
Yeah, just a quick pass out there, just a little hitch route right at the marker. Nice little pitch and catch for the Cobras, and a couple of extra yards after the catch. So maybe playing a little soft out there, maybe on purpose. So that's been open a few times tonight.
Ball at the Snowflake 35-yard line. Giles again with the ball. He is going to be knocked down. A small gain, well, modest gain anyway, and we'll see it. 5 yards to pick up on the play. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Cobras. Well, one thing for sure, the Cobras are for real.
Oh,
they're for real.
They're for real. I mean, I told you before, boy, this is a football dynasty right here. This Cactus football team has been good for years and years and years. They very rarely have a down year, and don't look at their record this year at 1-2. They've played 2 very good football teams that they lost to, and but they are a big, physical, athletic team.
Quick throw right side. Pass is caught. Broken tackle and then contact. Looks like short of the first down. This is going to be about 3 yards on the reception for Will Galvin. Galvin brought it in. Remember, Galvin was the quarterback last year for this team. Now he is at 5'8", and probably 160 was his dimensions last year. Doesn't look like he's really much bigger than that. And a 3-yard gain on that play. So he moves out to that receiver position.
Just short passes tonight. Nothing. He's tried to go deep a couple times without success. So just kind of dumping it and having success with these short passes.
3rd and 2. Quick toss left side
Again,
as you said, Patrick. That pass is caught, and they'll move the chains. Move the chains to about the 22-yard line. They needed a couple. They got 5 on the pass play, and that's a Cactus first down. Well, the Cobras are so far in this game on 2 possessions, a first down generating machine. They just haven't punched it in yet for points. The ball at the 22-yard line of Snowflake from the gun. Pass caught, left side, driven out of bounds by Frost. But another first down, 12-yard gain, this ball right at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, maybe playing a little too soft on that outside, but just a nice route. These guys are running crisp, nice routes, just able to, just a little out route right at the marker again, and just having success on that short pass game.
Looking to throw again, right side, and that's too long. Well, every time Lagafuena has tried to airmail the ball, and that's exactly what he's done. He's overthrown his targets. That time Galvin was the intended receiver, and it was, you'll see on this replay, it was way too much for him. Looked like it actually slipped, came out of his hand a little, kind of squirted out, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, nice job defensively there for the Lobos. This is where the Cobras struggled a little bit on their first possession, so we'll see if the Lobos can hold strong defensively here.
2nd down and goal, ball at the 10, throw again left side, and that is off the fingertips, incomplete. Off the sideline there, so another incomplete pass. Hey, listen, I want to ask a quick question, if you don't mind. Who is the public address announcer? Because he is fantastic. Is that Travis?
Travis Flake.
Travis Flake? Yeah. So Travis has done a little work with Sports on Radio in the past, and I have always thought that Travis, he's got the pipes for this. He sounds great, and he is doing a great job. 3rd down. And goal from the 10, step up. Lagafuena has got an open field in front of him. Now he'll run, and he gets upended. Boy, he took a big hit to his lower legs as he got to about the 2-yard line. I believe that's where he's going to be. And it'll bring up 4th down and goal at the 2 for Cactus.
Wow, just you could tell he didn't want to run. He was definitely looking to pass first before he took off, and he had a lot of room out there to run. Snowflake did a good job coming up and making the tackle just short of the goal line, but here we go again, 4th down on the 2-yard line.
Christensen along with Austin Flake on that last tackle, and yes, a big moment, 4th down and goal at the 2-yard line for Cactus. They'll load up the backfield, quarterback under center, and they're going to give it on the power run right side, and that's a power move into the end zone. Touchdown Cactus. I believe Giles getting the carry, following the big boys up front, and they led him into the promised land for the first Cactus points of the night.
Yeah, nice job. And that was a nice play, just a power play. Got 3 backs back there, led with 2, and he just followed him in. He wants to kick it outside and did just a little bit there. Nice job trying to come up and stop that, and just was able to get in the end zone for the first score of the night.
Cactus up 6-0. They do get those first points here in this one tonight. And give them credit as they take the ball half the field, get the points on. Here's the point after try, and that one will go just inside the lift upright. The kick is good, and the first points of the day belong to Cactus. 2:16 on the clock, first quarter. 7-0 Cactus in front of Snowflake. Stand by, everybody. This is the Sports on Radio Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
Hatch Toyota in Sholo does a lot of advertising. The best advertising is when your experience is so good, you tell your friends about it.
My product specialist was patient with me. She helped me trade in my old car and get the best car and best deal on a new one. She was amazing, trusting, and kind. I would go back again just to see her. I highly recommend Hatch Toyota.
I have purchased my fair share of cars over the years, with the majority of them being from Hatch Toyota. Yesterday, I picked up another truck, and the experience was first class from top to bottom. I'll always continue to buy from them and refer others as well. First class dealership.
We know you can buy anywhere, and we want your experience to be worthy of telling your friends. We also offer Toyota Care, our complimentary maintenance plan, including roadside service for 2 years or 25,000 miles.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at hatchtoyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo.
Thank you, Chaz Hatch. Thank you, Seth Gaston. Thank you, Hatch Toyota. They are the presenting sponsors of the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week, and we've got you covered here tonight at Snowflake. Cactus in town. They score first, 7-0 Cactus on top, and look at this kick. Look at this kick. Okay, that's going to be a touchback. But that was nearly a coffin corner. I know it would come back out to the 35, but almost coffin cornered that one down just inside the pylon. They'll call that a touchback. Snowflake gets the ball their own 20-yard line. The second possession today for the Lobos. The last one ended in a 3-and-out. They punted the ball. Cactus, Patrick Austin, Cactus, their offense, they've had no real trouble moving the football so far on their opening 2 possessions.
They haven't. They've been very successful short passes. They haven't been able to get a big play for a score, but just very consistent with 5-7 yard pass plays. The Lobos have done a pretty good job stopping the run, I think, so far tonight. So they just got to figure out that pass game, and it's hard to get pressure on the quarterback when he's getting 3 and gone. You know, it's just a difficult thing.
Snowflake will have it, but we'll get a marker down. That should be illegal procedure on the offense.
There's a flag on the
and they'll go back 5 yards and start this one over again. So Snowflake has it their own 15 now. First down and 15 with 2:16 on the clock here in the first quarter. Cactus 7, Snowflake 0. Hey, Cactus is the alma mater of the Snowflake High School athletic director, Kevin Standifer. And like Patrick Austin, when he was a Snowflake Lobos quarterback, Kevin Standifer won a state championship at Cactus as a quarterback, starting quarterback for them. So we watched J.J. Lerma run the ball, and is that 6-yard gain going to stand? That's a very late flag thrown from the near side of the field.
Yeah, they're going to get a personal foul on the Cobras, and we saw this on film with the Cobras. They defensively, they're very, very aggressive, and they will show that after the play too. A lot of extracurricular activity going on after the runner goes down. So, and I saw that for sure on that play, just over-aggressive after the runner was already down.
So give the credit for a 6-yard gain to J.J. Lerman. Now a 15-yard penalty tacked on to it. And the Lobos are at the 36-yard line, their own 36. They've got a first down. So that's the first down of the game for Snowflake. Jet McCray right between the guards. And McCray is knocked down at, well, right at the 40-yard line. So a gain of 4 on the play for Jet. Second down on the way.
4 yards, second down and 6.
Well, you can see the Lobos' game plan. They think that they can run on the Cobras, which they've had some success. They're trying to get 4 yards a carry.
Not going to happen this time. McCray runs right into a wall. He'll get a couple out of it. We'll see if it is exactly. Yeah, 2 yards to pick up. Third down and 4. The Snowflake's running game. Well, you know, they're gonna keep going at it. They might have to throw right here on third down. Split 2 receivers. 3 guys split left, including Lance Christensen. He is split wide out to the left. Right in the middle of that trio of receivers is Tyler Clare. Tyler, one of the favorite targets of Easton Butler. Butler, the quarterback, flips it out to the near side. Jet McCray trying to get that speed, trying to get ahead of speed up, and he gets knocked down. And there is, I saw one of the Lobo players getting in the face of one of the Cobras. It'll be a 2-yard gain if it stands, by the way, and there was another late marker and another personal foul. I don't know who this one is on, though.
I'm not sure either. I kind of saw them pointing towards the Lobos, but we'll see what they call. Yeah, they are going to call that against the Lobos.
Snowflake got lured in right there. And there's your unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Looked like it was Ethan Christensen that was involved in something right at the end of the play right here. You look at Ethan, he's at number 55. And there's the guy knocked down. Oh, I see what it is. There's a little bit of jaw-jacking going on, and Ethan said, hey, that's my guy.
Yeah.
And the referee said, nope, none of that.
It's always going to be the second guy, Scott.
15-yard penalty moves it way back. The Lobos facing 4th down and 18. And Cactus wants a timeout here with 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Welcome in to the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week, everybody, presented by Hatch Toyota. Floyd Simmons right here along with Patrick Austin. 7-0 Cactus in front in this game. And Sholo has a 12-0 lead over Round Valley in their game. They're playing at home. It's homecoming tonight for Sholo. And Sports Zone Radio, the official football broadcast partner of Sholo High School, has that game coverage as well. B-Squared Byron Brown on the play-by-play call. If you want to check it out, go to our Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel and look for the game and go enjoy the call there and the broadcast coverage at Sholo High School. So we're bringing that one to you live. Byron Brown and Cody Brown calling the game for you at Sholo High School tonight. 12-0 Sholo in front of Round Valley. Patrick, where did you work today?
I was in Flagstaff today.
Flagstaff.
Yep.
That's your Friday normal.
It has been. Fridays are our busiest days for sure, so it's kind of been crazy. But
yeah, there's some early movement by the Lobos. They're going to move that one back even further. On the left side of the line, the guy that got an early start over there for Snowflake was Braden Leduc. That's a great name. Is that the name? Is that the same family? Is that my man Nathan Leduc?
Yeah, they are related for sure.
One of the all-time ASU greats, Nathan Leduc, who I think graduated high school the year after I did, if I'm not mistaken. Here's an end-over-end punt. Pretty good punt. Fielded at the 38-yard line by Cactus. Another big hit, but the return man stays on his feet for a bit longer. And then Braden Frost able to make the tackle on the return man, Polo Benuelos. Look at that.
He's struggling.
It's a circus
struggling
catch
with that.
Yeah. Here comes Braden. And a nice special teams tackle. There's a marker down right in the middle of the field. That's normally going to be a block situation, right? Somebody with an illegal block. We'll look at the indication from Paul Hancock and see what he has to say. For the moment, they're trying to mark the ball at the 44-yard line. Now they're moving it back. They're going to mark it back from the 39-yard line. Hold on Cactus. So that moves them back inside the 30-yard line. They'll have the football from that spot with 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter here at Snowflake High School.
1st and 10 Cactus on their own 30-yard line.
They put it right at the 30. And the handoff up the middle. Giles meets that Snowflake defensive line down to 13 seconds remaining in the quarter. Counting down.
Where to go for Cactus on that play.
Nice job. Just looking at the replay a little bit. Nice push by that defensive line. 77 McCray. McCray Hunt, is that 7? McCray Hunt.
And happens to be the final play of the first quarter. Cactus has the football, and they've got the lead. 7-0 over the Snowflake Lobos. Let's grab a timeout. Word in from our presenting sponsors of the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. That would be Hatch Toyota, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back to Snowflake for the second quarter right after this. Sports Zone Radio bringing you the coverage. Stand by.
Make it a September to remember with the new Toyota from Hatch Toyota Sholo. The White Mountains volume leader can still find you low financing as low as 1.9%. And every new Toyota still comes with Toyota Care, our complimentary maintenance plan that covers scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, and 24-hour roadside assistance for 2 years and unlimited miles. What Toyota have you always wanted to drive? Tacoma, RAV4, Avalon, maybe the hot GR86. We're the largest volume dealer in northern Arizona. We have new Toyota Toyotas in stock and many more in transit, so you can reserve one before it gets here. Hatch Toyota has finance partners that work with credit problems too. Come in for a confidential report and let our finance specialist help you understand what your options really are. Make it a September to remember with a new Toyota from Hatch Toyota at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo and at hatchtoyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 32 years. Offers on approved credit plus tax, title, license, and dealer dock fee. See dealer for detail.
Back into it, everybody. The second quarter getting underway. Cactus has the football after that no gain on that final play of the first quarter.
Coming into the second quarter, Cactus is going to be second.
And we'll get it rolling. Well, Patrick, the middle of the Snowflake defense has been pretty stout. It's out on the edges, and that short passing game outside the tackles that has, been the success point for the Cactus offense.
Yeah,
they're going to throw that kind of same pass near side, and it's caught. Frost is there to make the tackle, short of the first down. It'll bring up third down and short for Cactus. On the receiving end was Nico Boncor Montoya.
Third down and short.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they're good at those little pass plays, and they get 4, 5, 6, 7 yards every time they've run those so far. So Lobos are going to have to figure that out.
7 yards to the pickup, third down and 3. Cactus, they've got the ball thrown 37-yard line now. They want to throw again, right side, good protection. Pass is caught right in the middle of that Snowflake zone defense, and it'll be marked. Yeah, we'll check it for you. Looks like a 10-yard gain. Put it out at the 46-yard line, first down.
Tackled by number 25, Matthew.
Yeah, this quarterback's good. I mean, he can find those holes. He's tall, so he can see over that offensive line, and there's just a great pass right there. Just find his receiver. The receiver found a hole, and he just put it right where it needed to be. So nice job there by Cactus. I mean, they're going to have to figure that out, get some pressure. That was a little longer developing pass, so need to get a little pressure on the quarterback and try to get some pressure in his face.
Yeah, great protection by the big boys up front for the Cobras. They're going to drop into pass protection again. A quick release right across the middle of the field. Nice move. Galvin has it, and he's brought down from behind, but not before another first down registered. Move those chains again. This is an 11-yard pickup on the play.
Yeah, and you don't want to get it in that kid's hands too often because he can make a play. So as you can see a little bit, as far as his yards after catch, it's good. I worry about him a little bit. He came off the field. It looks like he might be hurt a little bit, maybe just the breath knocked out of him as he got tackled from behind, but he had to come off the field.
That was that other Braden, by the way, on the tackle. Braden Lewis this time making the stop. Slot right, motion also to that side, and a quick toss to Giles. Giles trying to sprint out, get out. There's a marker down as Lance Christensen once again coming downhill from his defensive back spot. I mean, isn't he just the perfect prototypical strong safety? I don't know if that's what they call him in their defensive set, but that's what he plays like. And if this stands, it's a 2-yard loss. But there is that penalty marker down. And yet another penalty already on these two teams in this one today. Personal foul. That's a face mask on the offense.
Face mask.
Wow.
Don't see it very often, do you?
No, not too often on the offense, but these guys, I'm telling you, I did watch a little film on these guys, and they'll do whatever it takes. They'll do whatever it takes, whether it's grabbing a face mask or whatever it takes. I'll just say that. So we need to be careful here tonight. This is one of those games, too, where you don't want to get anybody injured. You want to play a clean game. Obviously want to come out with a win, but yeah, going to have to be careful a little bit tonight.
Well, they mark it from 2 yards deep. 15 yards is the penalty, so it's 1st and 27 for Cactus. Galvin in motion. He stops behind the quarterback, and they're going to set a screen up in the middle. And it's blown up, and Matt Brimhall gets there to blow it up for the defense. I think that was Galvin, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Giles on the receiving. I think Galvin came out this near side. Giles to the other side. He brought the pass in and ends up getting tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just a great job by Matt Brimhall. Just sniffing that one out, coming up and making a great tackle for the Lobos. That's going to be, I think that was even a little bit of a loss, wasn't it, on that play?
Oh, that was right at the line of scrimmage, the 40-yard line. So now 2nd and 27. Lagafuena steps up, and he thought he had some room to run. That got shut down in a hurry. The Lobos are able to stop him. Bryce White peeled off the block, and White is going to get him right at the line. Look, the ball is slightly back. Can we give Bryce a quarterback sack, please? Because the ball is slightly behind where it was placed down the previous play.
I think you should give it to him. Great job shedding his block and just coming up and making a great tackle.
I'm going to call that a no gain because it's very nearly where it was before, but it was just a fraction behind, so that's a quarterback sack for Bryce White. I called it. It's unofficial anyway. Galvin has it. He wants to throw, I think, but the pressure is going to prevent that. Looking for a place to weave through. And a whole bunch of Lobo defenders are able to get there and keep this from developing. 2 yards to gain on the play for Galvin. I think it was trying to throw on that play, Patrick.
Yeah, it looked like he might have been trying to get some room and throw the ball. I mean, he was the quarterback for them last year, so I can see that. But nice job by the Lobos. Just good defense, making a tackle, coming up with a big stop, bringing up 4th down.
Well, he was holding it like he wanted to plant his feet and throw the ball, but the defense was bracketing him, and then he had to reverse field. So 2 yards was the pickup. It's 4th down at 25, and I think this is the punt team for Cactus. They're not back deep. The quick getaway on the punt, and that's going to take a great Cactus bounce, but it's going to also roll right into the end zone for a touchback. And with 7:24 on the clock here in the first half, that's what remains in the second quarter. Snowflake will get it back after the Cactus punt, and the Lobo defense, with the aid of a 15-yard penalty, a face mask on the offense, surprisingly, in that sequence, are able to hold Cactus, force a punt, get the ball back.
Yeah, it's time for the Lobos. You know, they've had 2 possessions. They've got to see what this defense is all about. They've kind of got the feel for the physicality of this Cobra team. It's time to shake out those cobwebs, and let's go. Let's go. Let's get something going offensively.
The score at Sholo right now, the Cougars at homecoming have a 14-2 lead now. Round Valley has registered a safety. So 14-2 in the first half of that game at Sholo High School. Here in this one, 7-0 Cactus in front of Snowflake. Handoff up the middle. And I think that was Jet again. Jet McCrae carrying the football. Short gain, 2 yards to pick up, 2nd down, 8 on the way.
They're just coming up a little bit short of their 4 yards they're trying to get at every time they run the football. Only a gain of 2 there, and it's hurting them a little bit in these later downs. On 2nd and 3rd downs, we'll see what they can come up here 2nd and 8.
3 receivers on the right side. It's going to be Butler all the way. He was trying to pick his way through the middle. They spread the field and hoped to get a lane for Easton to run, and he got some out of it. He's going to be 4 yards shy of the yardage necessary for the first down, so how about 4 yards the gain on the play?
Yeah, big 3rd down here. I don't think the Lobos have had a first down tonight, so have they? They've had one?
Yeah, they got one on a penalty. You know, they haven't really, let's just say, earned a first down yet. And this time, well, this is going to be very close. They carry out on the near side of the field. They call on J.J. Lerma to carry the ball this time. And you know what? That's first down. Got 4 yards. Picked it up.
Hey, that's a nice job by the Lobos right there. That's what they're wanting. I mean, that was their game plan coming in here, is to try to get 4 yards carry. I know I've said that a few times tonight, but that's their game plan. Try to kill this clock and wear that defense down.
First down play. Butler releases quickly, and that's going to be Clare, I believe. I think Tyler Clare on the receiving end. 4 yards to pick up the ball. Goes right to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, nice job right there. Just a quick pass. Kind of gave the Cobras a little taste of their own medicine, and gain of 4 on the play.
How would you like to have a target like Clare, a guy that you could rely on right there in the middle of that zone defense, right?
Absolutely.
Lerma near side, and he'll get driven out of bounds. Didn't get to the first down, but he did get to the 40, and he'll be just, well, he's short by a couple of yards, so that's at the 39-yard line. How about a gain this time of 4 yards?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great run. Another pickup of 4 yards, 3rd down and 2, very manageable 3rd down.
That's 4 consecutive 4-yard gains for the Lobos, by the way, Patrick. 4 in a row. Step up Butler. Well, this one's not going to be 4 yards this time. Butler goes down. He gets munched Several guys getting there. We'll give some credit out to the dudes in the middle of that defense. How about Dom Solano? But the guy that really wrapped him up was Amon Fear. Is it Amon Fears or Amon Fears? We'll call him Amon. And Fears got there. It ends up being actually a 1-yard loss on the play. You might call that a quarterback sack. Was he running? Was he running all the way, or was he looking for an option?
He wasn't. He was. He kind of stepped up, and then he kind of stepped back, and just was trying to get us open. They're going to jump off sides on 4th down. That's going to be a first down on the Lobos.
That's offense.
Oh, is that what they called?
That's offense. The far side official said.
I didn't see it on
He
offense.
said illegal procedure.
Wow.
So he saw somebody move in the darker shade of blue. Yeah, so somebody must have just twitched for Snowflake. So instead of picking up the first down, and maybe that's the reason, that Cactus jumped off. It's now 4th and 8, and you're not going to be hard counting on 4th and 8, I don't think. We'll see if we can see it in this side of the offensive line. There's a twitch. Here's a punt. Lewis's punt fielded on the run at the 35-yard line. And a nice wall on the far side of the field. Another good return for Cactus. There's the marker down, though. And we'll see who is guilty. There's 2 guys were going at it. The 2 guys wearing jerseys number 7, I think, for these 2 teams were going at each other. Damian Giles on one side, and the other side was Garrett Flake for Snowflake. And they both were acting like it wasn't me. Hold on the return team. Okay. So it was on Cactus. That one goes back. Boy, why are they marking the? They're going to mark the ball from where, Patrick? Why are they marking it from where he caught it?
I have no idea.
Is there something new in the rule book that I am unaware of?
I have no idea what's happening.
Or was there? I saw Braden Lewis get his jersey grabbed. I think it was Braden Frost. Saw him get his jersey grabbed way back near where the return was developing. Maybe that's the hold. It didn't look really like it's something you would call a hold on, but okay. Cactus gets moved way back at the 4:32 mark here of was that, well, at 4:31, I guess, on the clock.
I don't know how a second just ran off, but that's okay.
I mean, it did, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. Must have been right on the edge.
Okay. Oh. Hey, a snap over the head of Lagafuena. Let me say it. I was struggling to get the words out. He's got a tough last name to pronounce, and he could not haul that one. Boy, that came out like it was out of a muzzle. And Cactus had to cover it up. They're all the way back to their own 8-yard line with that one.
Wow.
Loss of 16.
Well, good opportunity for the Lobos to make something happen here. Try to switch field position a little bit. Try to get some good field position. Still just under 4 minutes to go in this first half. Still lots of time.
There you want to throw. Here comes the pressure. And a release out of bounds. Incomplete. You are under the new rules for high school football. You can throw the ball as long as you throw it past the line of scrimmage. You can get rid of it, throw it out of bounds if you're outside the tackles. And that's what Lagafuena did. Incomplete.
Nice job by Jordan Mowers there on that play, putting a lot of pressure on that quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down right here, Floyd, for the Lobos. As like we said, 3:41 left to go in the first half. If the Lobos can make something happen here and get the ball back, good opportunity for the Lobos. And they've got a couple of good kickers, too, that could kick a field goal. So,
hand off up the middle. Giles with the hurdle, and he tries to do it again. Spins toward the original line of scrimmage. We'll see if he got back those 16. They're going to mark him right at the original line? There's another marker down. Boy, this is a penalty-riddled first half for these 2 teams. That's a 17-yard gain if it stands.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the call is going to be. It does look like it's against Cactus, but no, they're waving the flag off. So
okay, 17 yards, the gain on the play. Counting down toward halftime, counting down toward the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. That's on the way at the break. 3:34 here in the second quarter. That's what remains on the clock, and we've got a 4th and 9. Cactus brings out this I'll just say different punt look that they have. The punter doesn't go deep. Maybe they use this as a chance to try faking something once in a while. He'll go back a couple of more steps. But he's still not that 15 like you normally see. Here's the kick. Knuckleball. Christensen muffs it. Cactus has a chance at it, and two guys are battling for it from the two different teams, and the Cobras think they've got it. And I think I agree with them. I think they've got the football. Or do they?
I have no idea. They have not said anything yet, but their offense is still huddled up right here, the Lobos.
Okay, so
it looks like they got it back, fortunately for the Lobos.
Snowflake gets it.
It looks like Snowflake Lobos.
Cooper Repair.
Yeah.
Nice job at Cooper Repair jumping on that one.
He saved a short field from happening for the moment anyway. So Snowflake will have it with 3:10 on the clock. And they're going to give it up the middle to J.J. Lerma. Well, Lerma's not your classic big body running back. And he hurls his body into the pile in the middle. 2-yard gain on the play.
Second down.
Just a 2-yard gain by Lerma there. Trying to get something going on the ground, but very, very little success so far for the Lobos.
And they'll run it the left side. I think Snowflake is trying to... Patrick, it's got that feeling they're just trying to get out of the first half here.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why. I mean, they've had a couple of success on a couple of quick pass plays. I know they're getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback if they try to go deep, but yeah, just a little bit different first half that I've seen this year from the Lobos.
That was a no gain. 3rd down and 8. Snowflake at about their 35-yard line, and the release, it's short of the intended receiver. The first time they've targeted Davin McCray today, and Davin, who has been on the receiving end and made some spectacular catches this early season for Snowflake. That time there was nothing he could do, as you'll see the ball come out and several feet short of the target. So 4th down and 8.
This is a tough defense. They play. They're a bunch of players. They're fast. They're athletic. They tackle well. They're just this is a good defense. Snowflake's got to do something. Got to figure something out. I would recommend here not a line drive kick to Cactus.
They've had some good returns, haven't they?
They have.
This one's a little higher hanging. The coverage team with an opportunity. There's a couple of blocks. A marker comes out. A very late marker, but one of those blocks was deemed illegal. And let's see, boy, that was in the vicinity of about a 25-yard return, but that will come back because Cactus. Well, I saw the blocks out of the corner of my eye. Two of them that either one looked like they could potentially have been, to a defenseless player or in their back somewhere. We'll see. Block in the back is what it's called. The marker was thrown at the 35-yard line. Cactus, again, instead of being in Snowflake territory, will be pushed all the way back, I think, to the 20. Well, let's say 25-yard line. So there's one.
There's another one right there.
Yeah. Take your choice. But one thing I don't like about that, Patrick, is you can be called if the guy doesn't see you and you still get what was in the old days a good block and you get in front of him. You can still be called for that, I believe, if the guy never saw you.
Yeah, you're exactly right. There's no crackback blocks or anything like that anymore in high school football. So you're exactly right.
So 1:55, and I've got to tell you, I believe that Cactus that's plenty of time for this offense, though we haven't seen the big play ability on display just yet. But I do think that
5-yard game on play.
And we watch a 5-yard pickup on this play. Stop the clock out of bounds. Only used 5 seconds, so a minute 50 remaining in the half. Cooper Rapier on the tackle end of that play. Didn't see the receiver.
Yeah, 6-yard pickup. Got out of bounds. Stop the clock. Minute 50 left.
Clock will start on the snap. It does. And into triple coverage, and they're going to pay for it. Those overthrows eventually will cost you. Snowflake was back, and Lance Christensen takes it away. There he is on your screen, and he's got the interception.
There is a flag on the play. We'll see what this one is called, but nice play by Lance Christian. That's going to be a penalty on the Lobos.
Is that after the catch?
Great question.
Lance Christensen gets the first takeaway today for the Snowflake defense. Previous to that, it was these teams trading punches. These teams had gone 5 straight possessions ending in punts between them, and then 6 of the last 7 possessions ended in punts. The only other time something didn't happen like that, Cactus scored a touchdown. Cactus also gave it up on downs once in this game, but that interception by Lance Christensen gives me an opportunity to say a hello and a shout out to one of our Sports Zone Radio team members watching this game at home. That would be Lance's aunt, Melissa Corcus. She's back home, and you know what? We miss Melissa. She hadn't done a game with us for a while, but you know, I keep throwing the invitation out there, and she keeps being too busy.
Looks like they're adjusting the spot.
So,
First and 10, Cactus.
a big hello to Melissa tonight. Hope you're enjoying the game, and with Dennis. Hope Dennis is enjoying the game. How you doing, Dennis? Pass cut over the middle, and after reversing field, the tackle will be made just across midfield into Lobos territory. Will Galvin on the receiving end, the guy that brought him down, Garrett Flake, and that'll be a pickup of 6.
Right at the 50-yard line, actually the 49 of the Lobos, so second down and about 4. Approaching a minute to go here in the first half.
So obviously the interception didn't stand. Here's a crossing route pass caught, and the legs gave out. Don't you hate that? After the reception was made, that's Noah Guevara on the receiving end of that one. And if I'm not mistaken, that is a gain of 7 on the play.
1 minute left in the game.
Marker down. Cactus will get pushed back 5 yards on the play.
No, it was the running back right there.
He moved?
Yep, he moved.
And look at the officials. If I'm not mistaken, they marked that ball right at 4 yards back. It's supposed to be 1st and 15. Pass caught, and they'll get about 10 yards on the play. Caught on the far side of the field. The guy that hauled it in was Jordan Davis. Davis on the receiving end. Timeout taken by Snowflake. Snowflake wants a timeout. That's actually a 9-yard pickup, that last play, and we'll grab a 30-second timeout as we do close in on halftime here, everybody. Snowflake in front with 43, Cactus in front, 7-0. Pardon me on that. With 43 seconds remaining in the first half. Stand by. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
No matter the occasion, large, small, or just because, the Bloomhouse Floral Designs, located in Pine Top, will create the perfect bouquet to capture your moment perfectly. Offering the widest selection of beautiful and unique floral designs and accents, the Bloomhouse serves as your personal creation expert. We are open to serve you Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Same day and rush deliveries are available. Stop by or order online at bloomhouseflorals.com.
Back to it, everybody. Back to it. And let me again set the stage. 7-0. Cactus in front of Snowflake. The Cobras got 9 yards on that last play. They face a 2nd down and 6 now. Ball just north of the Snowflake 40-yard line. And they'll swing it out. Nice catch. Picking it up nearly off the turf for the big first down pickup off the right side was Giles. Damian Giles pulling it in. How do you like that catch and run?
Yeah, that's a good play. Just a quick throw out to the running back out on their own sideline, and a nice pickup, nice catch. Threatening here, almost to the red zone here.
12 yards, that gain. First down, ball at the 25-yard line of Snowflake. Sprint out left, throw the ball incomplete, and a marker down in the middle of the field. The umpire threw it. That's normally a hold.
Yeah, it might have been a face mask. He kind of, I think I saw, no, you're right. So, sorry. I just thought I saw somebody grab a face mask kind of coming across there.
Well, I'm just saying, Patrick, if the umpire throws his flag, it is 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, you're right.
It's holding, and that's the penalty you saw. There's a couple of jersey grabs, I'll say that. I don't know if either one of those or what he flagged. But that'll march Cactus back to the 40-yard line. So now they're looking at 1st and 25 from that spot. 30 seconds remaining in this first half. And movement on the right side of the offense. Now the defense moved first, but at least it looked to me like the defense moved first. But then the guard and tackle on the right side, they both jumped out of their stance, and it's a 5-yard penalty.
First and forever, Floyd. First and forever.
How about 1st and 30?
All right.
The Lobo fans are urging their defense on here with 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Cactus trying to see if they can add to a 7-0 lead before the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime, which is on the way. Quarterback flush, throwback across the middle, pass caught by Galvin. There's a marker down deep.
Jeez.
And that's going to get to right at the 30-yard line, just inside to the 29-ish yard line, but we'll have to again see what the penalty is. How many penalties total do we have in this first half? Let's find out. That's hold on the defense, defensive holding.
Wow.
Was that 8? That was 9. So 9 penalties on Cactus, and Snowflake has 6 penalties. 7 now. 7 penalties. Combined 16 penalties. Did I get that right? Was it 9? 9 and 7? Yeah. 16 penalties between the two teams. Defensive holding is declined because they want to take the results of the play. Okay. And the results of the play is a 16-yard pickup on that pass play to Galvin. Second down. Roll out right. Pass is caught. Yeah, diving catch made. Beautiful catch.
Pass complete to number 13, Noah Guerra.
Guevara caught it. He's at the 10-yard line. And
13 seconds left on the clock.
Is that 19 yards? I believe that's a 19-yard pass and catch for the first down, and timeout taken by the Cobras with 13 seconds remaining in this first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is on the way. Got a score for you from Sholo. Sholo 20, Round Valley 9. Homecoming for the Cougars. Trying, if I'm not mistaken, I believe, Patrick, last year Round Valley spoiled Sholo's homecoming, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Round Valley beat them. Was that last year? Was that? Yep, homecoming last year. Confirmed by that guy who's a Sholo Cougar guy.
Oh, okay.
On our camera one, Noah Anderson.
Nice.
Hey, Noah, doing a great job, by the way. He says, yes, I am. He nodded his head. Yes, I am. Doing a great job.
Well, this is huge here. Cactus still has a timeout left. 13 seconds. Big play here for the Lobos. I've seen their kicker. They've got a good kicker. Easily can make a field goal from here.
First and goal.
Got to keep him out of the end zone.
Great look at the crowd there, and we got a great crowd at Snowflake tonight. First and goal, ball at the 10. 13 ticks remain in the half. Lagafuena, the quarterback, will line up under center. 3-man backfield, that power set, fake it. Throw over the top, incomplete. And again, over the top. Boy, I tell you, every time he goes vertical, the ball seems like it's too long for his guys. It's incomplete, stops it with 8 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, brought in that power, and the one that they scored on the first time, just faked that and tried to kick their tight end right in the middle of the field.
That was an interesting call, Patrick. Yeah, I just don't think that Snowflake was fooled by the look from the 10-yard line. You're telling me you want to run power against my defense from the 10? I don't think so. They're going to line up in that same set, though, second and goal at the 10-yard line. Lagopuena sends one man in motion to the left. He is moving toward the line of scrimmage at the snap. Are they going to call that? Here's a pass deflected. It's caught. Giles has it, but he'll lose yardage on the play.
That's going to do it.
That's it. Well, the marker down. This guy, the linesman saw that. That was illegal motion toward the line of scrimmage. He threw his flag for that, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think Snowflake's going to decline the penalty. You do run the play on that. Okay, that doesn't stop it. And they are declining. Yeah, they're going to decline this. He'll show the illegal motion, declined, and that'll end the half on a catch. That was a good call by the play-by-play guy. He saw it all the way. I like it. And a great first half that saw Cactus with probably measurably better offense in that first half. But Snowflake hanging tough, hanging in there with the 5A level Cactus. Now, by the way, Cactus, by about 400 students, is the smallest 5A school in the state. I don't know if you know that, Patrick. They've got something like, I think they've got 1,200 kids, something like that. Derek had those numbers earlier on the Friday Night Football show. And they've got about 400 less kids than the next smallest 5A school. So do you think they're kind of disappointed about getting moved up?
Probably. Just success of their program. And that doesn't matter tonight. It doesn't matter.
Too much success. But you know what? We got a great game going on at Snowflake. 7-0 Cactus in front of the Snowflake Lobos. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week is presented by Hatch Toyota. And folks, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime is on the way in just a moment. We'll return to Snowflake and break it down in just a bit. Stand by, everybody.
It's time to cash in on the value of your old car. You may have seen more new cars at dealerships, but used car values are still holding high for the moment. It's time to trade in your current vehicle and get top dollar while you still can. Where? Hatch Toyota, of course. The White Mountains volume dealer is still offering the highest possible values for your trade. Or we'll buy it outright. Cars, trucks, crossovers, SUVs. Come in and get an instant appraisal and offer, and we will write you a check on the spot or apply it as trade value for your new 2022 Hatch Toyota. And we have the inventory. Now's the time to turn your old car into a payday. We're not just saying it, we're paying it. Hatch Toyota at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo and at hatchtoyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 32 years.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at hatchtoyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo.
Offer number benefit Toyota Financial Services. Excludes government and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Attention! Did you know that you may be eligible to receive a free data plan with 60 gigabytes of LTE data to use as a hotspot every month? If you live on tribal lands and are on a government assistance program like WIC, SNAP, Lifeline, Pell Grants, or Medicaid, Cellular One can help. Just ask for the Cellular One ACP plan. It comes with unlimited data and a 60 gigabyte LTE data hotspot. Get your free ACP plan at any Cellular One store today. ACP is a government benefit program and customers must qualify. Some restrictions apply. Limited time only. Non-transferable. Limited to one line per household.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
It's football season. smooth. And for our September special, we are giving away front row tickets to see the Arizona Cardinals. Right now, when you use the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint to replace your insured windshield, you not only get free dinners at Los Corrales, baby, and free movie tickets at the WME theaters, but this month your name goes in the hat for 2 front row tickets to see the Cardinals battle the Saints Thursday night, October 20th at Cardinal Stadium in Glendale. Plus, you get gas money and motel the night of the game. Right now, get dinners and movies, or choose full-service car washes, or $100 in window tint. And your name goes in the hat for front row Arizona Cardinals tickets. Oh, and if you don't like football, we will simply give you $1,000 cash. You know the number.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Halftime at Snowflake High School. Hi, everybody. Floyd Simmons, Patrick Austin calling it for you tonight. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week is presented by Hatch Toyota, and it is the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Halftime Reports. Welcome back, everybody. 7-0 Cactus in front. Well, listen, Patrick, I don't know how Snowflake has managed to do this. I don't know how they've managed to keep it at 7-0 when Cactus has 181 yards of offense and Snowflake has 33. 10 first downs for the Cobras, 2 first downs for Snowflake. I don't know how they've managed to do it, but they have. And I guess you got to say, give them a lot of credit, man. I'm telling you, Snowflake has somehow kept us at a 7-0 game right now.
Yeah, the Cobras able to march it right down. They usually get close or in the red zone, and the Lobos have just been able to shut them down. That's all there is to say. They move the ball well. They're just struggling as they get closer to the goal line as far as the Cobras. But Snowflake obviously has to get something going offensively. 2 first downs, 33 total yards here so far. I know their game plan coming into this game, and just trying to kill clock, trying to have some success running the ball, which they thought that they could do, but aren't being as successful as they would like here tonight in this first half.
The Lobos have only managed to run 15 offensive plays in the game. They have thrown the ball twice in those 15 tries. Obviously, 13 rushing plays, and they are averaging per gain 2.2 yards on those 15 offensive plays run. 29 yards rushing, and on 2 passes attempted, they've completed 1 for 4 yards. 1 pass completion in that first half for 4 yards. Easton Butler, the quarterback, by the way, sacked 1 time. Snowflake, to their credit, have not turned the ball over. They haven't fumbled, though they did try to muff a punt, which would essentially is a fumble lost if the muff stands. Let's see. The Lobos have been penalized 6 times in the first half for 60 total yards, and that was a penalty-marred first half. Both teams with a ton of penalties. The Lobos did lose the ball once, but they retained possession of it, and they have not turned the ball over yet in the game. Easton Butler, 1 out of 2 for 4 yards. Throwing the football tonight, running the football. Jet McRae leads the way, 6 carries, 14 yards. That's 2.3 yards a carry, Patrick. That's not going to get it done. The quarterback has run the ball 3 times for -1. J.J. Lerma, 4 carries for 16. I guess that's your leader. 4 carries for 16. He averaged 4 yards a carry, does J.J. Lerma in this one today. That 1 pass completed by Easton Butler is a catch by Tyler Clare for 4 yards. And there's your Snowflake offense. There's your breakdown there.
Tough. It's those are tough numbers, Floyd, as the Lobos usually, have success offensively and do such a great job. I don't know what else to say. They're just going to have to figure some things out. And I know this coaching staff is in there coming up with a second half game plan. And the good news is they're only down 7-0 and they get the ball coming out of the second half.
Cactus, 181 yards and 10 first downs is what their offense has generated. How many offensive plays did I tell you that Snowflake has run today?
15.
15. You know how many offensive plays Cactus
Probably
has run?
at least double that.
42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, two and almost 2/3 more offensive plays run by Cactus in this one today. Actually, almost 3 times the number of offensive plays, and they are averaging 4.3 yards a gain. 26 yards rushing for the Cobras. They've thrown the ball, though, for 155 in this one today. Sacked 1 time. An interception did not stand. Lance Christensen intercepted the ball once, but because of penalty, the ball stayed with the Cobras on that would-be interception. Cobras have been penalized 9 times for 90 yards in the game, and they have no turnovers. Neither team has turned it over in this one. The quarterback, Braden Lagafuena, is 20 of 28 for 155. That's 71.4% completions. He hasn't thrown a touchdown or an interception yet in the game. But how about 20 of 28? How about the Cobras throwing the ball 28 times in the first half against Snowflake? And though they've completed 20 of them and 181 yards of offense, 155 through the air, Patrick, they only have 7 points.
Crazy. It's a
that
crazy,
doesn't register.
Crazy game.
That never happens. Give Snowflake the credit. They've bent a lot, and they just haven't broken down a lot. And there really haven't been big plays, right?
No, they haven't. They've all been short pass plays and some yards after catch, and done a great job with that. But you're right. You've got to give Snowflake some credit. Like I said, they've been able to march down the field, but once they get in the crucial part of the field, Snowflake has just been able to shut them down.
The longest play from scrimmage for Cactus, 19 yards. They have a gain of 17 to their credit, a gain of 16, and a gain of 15. But they have nothing more than that, nothing bigger than that, and that, I guess, is what has really been the saving grace for Snowflake in this one and helped them to stay within 7 points in the game. The quarterback, as I said, Braden Lagafuena is 20 of 28 for 155. His leading pass catcher, their leading receiver, is Nico Boncor Montoya, 5 catches for 46 yards. Will Galvin has caught 5 passes as well for 44 yards. Noah Guevara, 2 catches for 26. Jordan Davis, 3 catches for 24. And Damian Giles, 5 catches for 15 yards here tonight in Snowflake. Damian Giles on the ground running the ball, 10 carries for 32 yards. Will Galvin, 1 rush for 2 yards. And Braden Lagafuena, the quarterback, 3 carries for -8 yards here in the game. He was... His rushing average really hurt by that 16-yard loss on the snap over his head that he had to run back and cover up. I mean, that just kills your mojo on the stat line, you know? You hate that.
Absolutely.
Well, Patrick, okay, listen, what does Snowflake have to do? Because I'll tell you, they're in striking distance here. Okay, down 7-0, though. All the other numbers heavily skew in favor of the Cobras. When you're within 7, you've got to feel like you can win this game. What does Snowflake have to do?
Well, they have to get something going offensively, obviously. They've got to get some momentum. They've got to figure it out. If they're going to stick with their run game, they've got to figure it out how they're going to get those 4 or 5 yards of carry that they're trying for. I think that you're going to see a little bit different team coming out. I think they're going to open it up a little bit. I think they're going to spread it. I think you're going to see a few more pass plays just to try to get those linebackers thinking a little bit more about the pass than the run. So, but the Lobos, I mean, defensively, you can't ask for any more than what they're doing. So it all comes down to me to this offense and them trying to get some points on the board.
Let me speak to our production team for just a quick second. Guys, let's get a shot. We're running all those replays back on the screen, but can we go live for just a second and take a look at that student section that's lined up, the cheerleaders, the band, the flag team that are all lined up, and Snowflake coming back out here onto the field in just a moment. That is just a glorious picture right there. Don't you love that? And then there's the big American flag in the background. If we pull back a little bit on that camera one and we get a little shot of that flag. But, I mean, Snowflake does it right, Patrick. They do it right. I'm just so proud to be a part of the White Mountains community and to see sights like that right now. They're waiting for the team to come back out, but that's got to give you some chills right there to see.
Oh, absolutely.
To see that.
It reminds me a little bit of the old days. You know, that's what they used to do. At half, everybody would come down on the field and welcome the Lobos back onto the field, and they've kind of brought that back in these last couple of home games, and it does. It's awesome. It shows your pride of your school and your community and White Mountain football. So it's an awesome sight to see.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, I want to remind you that you can watch the Sholo Cougars take on the Round Valley Elks on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. It's over on another broadcast on our channel, the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. Search for Sports Zone Radio, and you can find that broadcast, okay, that live stream broadcast. Also want to remind you that you are listening live and local in the White Mountains on our broadcast partner throughout all of Northeast Arizona, our radio partner. That's Mix 98 KRFM Sholo. Everybody, thank you for checking that out. And you can stick around after play-by-play of the Game of the Week broadcast for our the cherry on the icing on the cake, which is the Ace Hardware Scoreboard Show. The show the coaches call. We break it all down for you at the end there. And there's a shot upwards in the sky of some of that the pyrotechnics as we see the Lobos return to the field and somehow trailing, though they've been outgained almost 6-1. It's right at about 5.5 to 1 yardage-wise, Patrick. They come out only trailing by 7. That's got to give them a whole lot of hope for the second half.
Absolutely. We'll see. We'll see what happens in the second half. The Lobos can do it. They can figure this out. They've got the coaching staff. They've got the players. They can figure this out, but they're going to need to do it here. It's going to show a lot here on this first possession of the second half as they receive the ball.
All right, that wraps up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime, everybody. We will return in a couple of moments for the second half here at Lobo Stadium. What a night tonight. What beautiful. It's turned into a beautiful night after the afternoon rains across Northeast Arizona. It's cleared up for us. There's almost no breeze, almost no wind. It's a glorious night for football in Northeast Arizona. Cactus 7, Snowflake nothing. We're back for the second half of the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast presented by Hatch Toyota right after this word from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass.
It's football season. And for our September special, we are giving away front row tickets to see the Arizona Cardinals. Right now, when you use the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint to replace your insured windshield, you not only get free dinners at Los Corrales, baby, and free movie tickets at the WME theaters, but this month your name goes in the hat for 2 front row tickets to see the Cardinals battle the Saints Thursday night, October 20th at Cardinal Stadium in Glendale. Plus, you get gas money and motel the night of the game. Right now, get dinners and movies, or choose full-service car washes, or $100 in window tint. And your name goes in the hat for front row Arizona Cardinals tickets. Oh, and if you don't like football, we will simply give you $1,000 cash. You know the number.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back. Woohoo!
Summit Healthcare is committed to your healthcare experience from start to finish. They invite you to take advantage of the Summit Healthcare Retail Pharmacy. The pharmacy is conveniently located in Summit's outpatient pavilion, just steps away from the hospital, and most of Summit's clinics. They accept most insurance, including Medicaid, Medicare Part B, Medicare Part D, First Care, and IHS. Prescriptions are ready in just minutes, and you get curbside delivery too. The Summit Healthcare Retail Pharmacy, because Summit is committed to meeting your pharmaceutical needs.
Hatch Toyota in Sholo does a lot of advertising. The best advertising is when your experience is so good, you tell your friends about it.
My product specialist was patient with me. She helped me trade in my old car and get the best car and best deal on a new one. She was amazing, trusting, and kind. I would go back again just to see her. I highly recommend Hatch Toyota.
I have purchased my fair share of cars over the years, with the majority of them being from Hatch Toyota. Yesterday, I picked up another truck, and the experience was first class from top to bottom. I'll always continue to buy from them and refer others as well. first-class dealership.
We know you can buy anywhere, and we want your experience to be worthy of telling your friends. We also offer Toyota Care, our complimentary maintenance plan, including roadside service for 2 years or 25,000 miles.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at hatchtoyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo.
Back into it, everybody. The second half about to get underway at Lobo Stadium tonight. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast presented by Hatch Toyota. You've got this one here on our YouTube channel tonight. You're also some of you watching on our Facebook page. So thank you for being there. You can catch live coverage of the Sholo Cougars taking on Round Valley right now, where it's halftime homecoming for Sholo, and at halftime 26-9 Sholo in front of Round Valley. And that game is broadcast live right now on the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. So if you'd like, go check it out. Want to say hi to some folks who are checking in on our live YouTube feed. Sal Alcantara said, watching my Lobos from Las Vegas. Thank you for broadcasting. Sal, you're welcome. You're quite welcome. Eric Taylor, let's get it Lobos. Jared Peterson says, let's go Lobos. C. Growlich 7 says, go Braden. Katie loves you. All right, Katie. And here's a kick that is going to go out of bounds just inside the pylon for a procedure penalty on the kicking team, Cactus, and that'll come to the 35-yard line as we get the second half underway. Floyd Simmons, Patrick Austin, and a crack team of production experts led by our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director, Fernando Quintana, and on camera tonight, Noah Anderson. Hey, how about a happy birthday to the birthday boy, Tyler Clare, turning 18 years old today. 18 years old. Tyler Clare, the tight end for Snowflake. You like that?
I like that. I didn't know that. I did not know. Happy birthday, Tyler Clare.
Now you know.
Now I know. All right, let's go. Let's see what the Lobos got here. See what they come up with in the second half. This is always my favorite part of the game right here. See what adjustments are made and see what they can do.
See if the Lobos can turn around a pretty anemic offensive performance. And they do come out throwing, and a quick toss out in the left flat. That is J.J. Lerma on the receiving end of a 6-yard pass. I'll call it 5. 5-yard pass on the play, takes it to the 40-yard line. Snowflake looking at 2nd down and 5. Easton Butler on the delivery.
There you go, just a quick pass. Easton going a little bit, get his confidence up, and nice completion for 6 yards.
Butler near side, and he overthrows Lerma to this direction, and it's nearly intercepted. A diving attempt falls just out of the reach of the defensive back on this side. That's Ashton Wendelschafer.
Yeah, that piece of dirt kind of tripping up JJ as he came out of the backfield on that, or in the slot, I guess. But, yeah, just a little bit of problem getting his footing.
3rd down play. Butler rolls out. And he'll throw on the run, and that is a sliding catch.
Nice
the catch
job.
is made, they say. 9-yard pickup, pass play to the birthday boy. Just 18 years old today, and there's a nice gift for you. Nice catch for Tyler Clare.
There you go. 1st down for the Lobos. Got a little momentum. Almost got it out to the 50-yard line. Almost more yards here in the first few plays of this game as they did in the first half. So nice job by the Lobos.
A great catch. We'll revise it. 8-yard pickup, but it's a 1st down. Ball at the Snowflake 48-yard line. Quarterback draw. Butler runs right into a defender. The ball comes out. Cactus has it.
Looks like a fumble on
the Cobras get the first turnover of the game. The guy that jumped on top of it was Amon Fears. And I think, let's see who forced it out. Looking for a jersey on that. Yeah, it came out on contact. I believe the guy that was right there in the middle of it that forced it was Aaron Lopez.
Yeah, a little reminiscent of the Sholo game there with Easton Butler. Unfortunately unable to hold that one and fumbled it after a decent little run up the middle, I guess, of a few yards, but unable to keep a handle on that ball.
And the ball is given to Giles. Giles gets a head of steam, and then he gets turned back by Lance Christensen and other Lobo defenders getting there. Gain of, is that right at 8? Yeah, it'll be an 8-yard pickup on the play for Giles. Make it 9 9-yard 9-yard pickup, and we'll get stoppage of play for a moment with an injured player on the field. The guy that is slow in getting up for Cactus is Jacob Novoselek. I'm going to say Novoselek. Novoselak. Maybe Novoselak.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Listen, this is a really challenging roster here.
Oh, it is.
When it comes to pronunciations. I am not lying one bit. Well, let's hope that young man is okay. He's a little slow in getting off. I think he's going to be fine. He's working that left leg, and he'll sit out of play. Maybe a bit more, but I think we'll see. I think we'll see that young man back on the field here in just a bit. Jacob going to go get some attention. 2nd down and a yard coming up after that 9-yard pickup. Once again, Cactus into Snowflake territory. Ball at the Lobo 43-yard line. Under 11 minutes on the clock, third quarter. Back in the gun, Braden Lagafuena, and he'll give it to Giles. Giles is stopped, and he got right to the line of scrimmage, and no more than that. No gain on the play. The Snowflake defense making a play right in the middle.
Yeah, doing a great job. I see Tony Munoz in there defensively. Of course, Matthew Brimall, I'm sure, is going to be right in the middle of that too. But a nice job by the Lobos. They're doing a good job with those runs up the middle. They're able to get a little surge on that defensive line and stop that run. So third down here.
I believe that was Matt Brimhall who got the legs wrapped up. 3rd down and a yard. Lagafuena will work from the shotgun, and he gives it right up the middle again, and there's Snowflake's defense yet again. But I think this one, forward momentum, as we get another marker down, I think forward momentum got him right to the line to gain. If this stands, it's a 1-yard pickup. It won't stand. Won't stand. Wow. That's a hold on the offense. 10th penalty of the game. For how many now? How many yards?
This is Sports Zone Radio.
My bad. Sorry about that. 10th penalty of the game, I think, for 105 yards of total penalty. Well, right at 100 yards. I'll mark it off. So Cactus will face 3rd down and long instead of what might have been a 1st down on that previous play. 3rd down and 12.
That's going to move the ball back a good 10 yards. Bringing up a 3rd down.
Big 3rd down here for the Lobos.
3 receivers out left. Low snap. Lagafuena picks up. Finds a guy between the defenders, and it's broken up by Matt Brimhall. That's in and out of the hands, and there is a lot of contact after the play. No marker thrown, and the guy that had his hands on it for a second, I believe, was Jordan Davis. Boy, that's a nice delivery, wasn't it? But Matt Brimhall with the hands in to break it up.
Yeah, just got a hand in at the last second to knock that ball away. Just a nice concentration play. Nice job.
Busted that thing up. 4th down and 12. The punt team is on. And it's a snap over the head of the punter. Here comes the pressure. And the ball is going to be down inside the 30-yard line, inside the 20-yard line. The punter is going to get charged with a bunch of negative rushing yardage on that. He loses, I think, 23 yards on this one, where he finally covers it up. Snowflake, look at this. They are in position to tie this game up. Their best field position of the game.
Wow, what a huge opportunity for the Lobos. They need to execute here. This needs to happen. Get them on the board, get them some confidence as they're in the red zone for the first time tonight.
Technically, that is a turnover on downs, but it's not an actual turnover. The Lobos have great field position. Butler throws into coverage. There were 3 defenders bracketing Tyler Clare. Giles, one of those guys, and he is going to get a good return out of it. There's a marker down early in that return. It should stand as a turnover. It should be Cactus football.
Not exactly sure what Butler was reading on that play. Just a linebacker standing right in front of the receiver and a defensive back right behind. And threw it right to that defender.
Let's get Paul Hancock's indication. Hold on the return. That's been pretty classic for Cactus today. They've had every time they've returned a punt or now an interception, it seems like they've been guilty of some penalty. They're getting great returns. They're just hurting themselves, shooting themselves in the foot every time. And Butler throws right into, look at that, 3 defenders around Claire. That would have had to be a perfect pinpoint pass, and it just wasn't. So after the marker, the penalty is marked off, Cactus will have the football at their own 18-yard line and give it to Giles up the middle. Well, Giles got the interception. Now he'll carry the ball for a very, very short gain.
Number 22,
yeah, again, nice job by the Lobo defense. They just got to get them off the field a little bit. Their offense has got to help them out a little bit and get that defense off the field for a couple of series at least.
That was, we'll give it call it a 1-yard gain. Second down at 9. Cactus has it. 9 minutes, 19 seconds on the clock, third quarter. And a pass, Lagafuena delivers. And then Braden Frost puts the tackle on, a short gain. A pass completed to Nico Boncor Montoya. He gains 3.
A good 4-yard gain.
Nice job by Braden. Just didn't get any yards after catch on that. He caught that, and Braden Frost was right on him. Was able to push him back. So here's another big third down coming up.
Third down at 6. Lagafuena from the gun. And he's got some time to throw. Nice pocket. Delivers. And the pass is going to be caught for a nice pickup and a first down. Nice conversion by Cactus. The guy that hauled it in was Nico Boncor Montoya. And it is a 13-yard pickup.
Just really impressed with this quarterback for the Cobras tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid.
He's the real thing.
I mean, he is the real deal.
They are pulling over anybody who tries to leave the game early.
He is. He's impressive. He puts the ball on the money.
First down. And, well, he threw another pretty nice pass that was incomplete. A little short arming over there on that side by Jordan Davis. Went right through his fingers. Incomplete. Second down and 10. Stops the clock. 8:11 on the clock. Third quarter. 7-0 Cactus in front of Snowflake. Just still shocked that Cactus, with all that they are capable of doing and the yardage they've tallied in the game, now they're north of 200 yards of total offense. They've got 7 points to show for it.
Yeah, really struggled when it gets down deep in there in the Lobo red zone.
Handoff, Giles.
Man, that Lobo defensive line, though, those linebackers, they're just tough. Oh my gosh, they just are doing a really good job on the run tonight.
The strength of the Lobo team are the guys across that defensive front. And then when you add in Matt Brimhall behind them, that's a pretty good group of 5 defenders.
Bryce White, Tony Munoz, Jordan Mowers. It's like they've got 3 linemen down right now, and then you add Matthew Brimhall to that, Braden Lewis. Tough.
Third down play, 3rd down and 8. Lagafuena flushed, throws, and he's got a man. Big hit at the end of it. It's incomplete. Lance Christensen lowers the boom on the receiver and dislodges the football. Wow, what a play.
That was a great play by Lance Christensen.
That was a marker down at the snap, by the way, I do believe. We'll look at the replay and see Lance Christensen look in and put the shoulder right on the football. How did you like that?
Wow. What a play by Lance Christensen, because that was a great pass, and he had it. It was put right on the money, and he had that pass, but Lance Christensen with the big hit, making it 4th down again.
Here's the snap. They stopped the play before it can develop, and a timeout was taken before the snap by the Cobras. Cactus spends the timeout with 7:26 on the clock here in this in the third quarter. And it's 7-0 Cactus in front. We'll see the punt when we return. Sports Zone Radio's Game of the Week presentation. It's brought to you by Hatch Toyota. Stand by.
The team at Beam & Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Let's see, we got somebody checking in. Eric Taylor checks in, says, yes, definitely loving the live. Thank you at a rest area in LaGrange, Oregon. This guy,
nice.
This guy's got to watch this game, right? So he pulls over at a rest area. Watch out, be careful. I don't know if you saw the movie Something About Mary. That's enough to keep me away from rest areas at night. I can promise you that. I get a mark-off against Cactus. Well, right here. I guess I answer when I wonder how Cactus hasn't put more points on the board. Here it is right here.
Yeah, it is.
Patrick, it's the penalties have just killed Cactus all night.
Yeah, you're right. And they've shot themselves in the foot quite a few times tonight when they've had opportunities. And, if the Lobos can get anything going offensively, it might come back to bite them a little bit.
4th down and 24. Cactus moved all the way back to their 22-yard line. Well, you would think they are definitely going to punt the ball away in this situation. And there's the quick getaway. Low kick, that's going to bounce and out of bounds. So Snowflake will have it somewhere around the 35-yard line where they mark the ball out, and the Lobos offense will come back out on the field and see if they can get something tuned up against a pretty fast and aggressive Cactus defense. Cactus moved up after their success of the last couple of years, moved up to the 5A ranks. And they are the smallest 5A school in Arizona now. We go the other direction, change of possession at 7:19 on the clock. Welcome back, everybody, to Snowflake High School. And a toss to Jet McCray. McCray trying to get outside. Look, McCray is fast. But how fast are these guys on that Cactus team? We'll see a marker down. We'll see what that's all about. But how fast is Cactus? And the guy that got out there ran him down. Amon Fears wears number 75, 6 foot 260, and he's running step for step with Jet McCray.
Yeah, he's these kids, and when you think about 260, you think of a big boy. These guys are tall, and look at that kid. Look at 75. You got a picture of him right there. He's a stud for sure.
He is an athlete. And Snowflake gets called for a hold. They're doing everything they can to try and help their guys out. And they get the mark off. It's 1st and 20, about 1st and 22 for Snowflake. That hold just in the backfield. 3 receivers to the left. One of those is J.J. Lerma. He comes in motion, gets it on the jet sweep, tries to turn it up, ran into the defense, and gained 3 yards on the play.
They're having just as much success defensively with the run, against the run, as the Lobos are against their run. So just a nice job by the Cobras. They're quick, they're big, they're fast, they're impressive.
Butler throws from a nice pocket. He's got Tyler Clare, nice jump catch, and a big gain. Timely, much needed, 13 yards to pick up, but a marker down in the backfield.
This might be roughing the passer.
And it is.
Roughing the passer, puts it on.
That doesn't shock you, does it?
It does not.
Tack it on to the end of it. Can we see that again? I didn't quite see that. Let's get Fernando to run that replay back for us one more time and see what we can see of the contact on Easton Butler right at the end of this play. He released. Well, that's borderline for sure.
1st and 10,
Snowflake will take it, and they get marched into Cactus territory. Snowflake at the 44-yard line of the Cobras. Up the middle, Jet McCray.
A little bit of a surge there by the Lobo offensive line.
6, Jet McCray right up the middle.
Gain of about 3.
Second down and 7. Ball at the Cactus 41-yard line. Snowflake Working with the football now, under 5 minutes remaining, third quarter. A little mix-up in the backfield. McRae has it. That mix-up might have helped him a bit. There's a marker in from the linesman on the far side. We'll see if this 3-yard pickup by McRae stands.
Lots of flags tonight. Lots of flags.
Face mask on the defense. So it does stand. 3-yard pickup, and they'll tack more on to the end of it, and a first down for Snowflake, but only a 5-yard mark-off.
First down.
So apparently a glancing blow on the face guard. First down for Snowflake. They're going to work quickly. High snap brought down by Butler. Handoff. Is that Lerma?
It's not. They actually have brought in the sophomore. That's Carter Rabin, number 26, has come into the game, and he runs hard. He was impressive. He had a really good game last week against Glendale, and an impressive runner coming up for the Lobos as a sophomore.
Okay, 4-yard gain for Rabin. He's a smaller target, isn't he? And they'll fake it to him. A little post corner move and a marker down. There was contact out there by the defensive back. This ball intended for Ezra Baum.
Looks like we have 2 flags on the field.
And should be pass interference.
There's 2 flags. We'll see if there's another penalty. It's going to be holding, and then it's going to be pass interference. So it's going to be offsetting. We'll replay this second down.
Looks like it's an offsetting penalty.
So instead of pass interference, they said that the defensive back held, so the contact was made before the pass.
Correct.
Okay. You can see the results of it. The guy out there in defense. By the way, 8 of these players on this Cactus team play both ways. Will Galvin is one of those guys, and he was the defensive back on that side. There's a 5'8" team that plays 8 guys on both sides of the ball, Patrick. You don't see that much. The Lobos don't do that. Certainly try not to do that. Handoff up the middle, Rabin, and he is hit quickly. This second down and 6. They're going to get much out of it. In fact, back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Third down at 6.
I think the Lobos are in 4-down territory here. If they can't get it here, they need to try to get as close as they can, of course, but have an opportunity for 2 plays here.
Snowflake taking a lot of that time off the clock. Try to shorten the game. Butler fakes it and runs right into a defender. Quarterback sack. And another marker is down on the field. The guy that gets the sack, if it stands, is Caden Husinga.
Yeah, that was definitely another hold. I mean, I don't know what they're complaining about. If we see the replay there, I mean, they're grabbing, holding everything that they can. But that was a pretty obvious hold on that defensive back, and that'll be obviously before the pass attempt, so that'll be a hold.
Okay, so no quarterback sack then. Hold on the defense.
Pass interference, holding on the defense.
How about this? Breaking news tonight, baseball fans. Albert Pujols has hit career home runs number 699 and 700. Albert Pujols joins the 700 home run club tonight. Did it against my Dodgers.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but I love Albert Pujols, so I'm okay with it. First down play, ball at the 18. Jet McRae gets back into the action. And McRae gains, is that a yard gain maybe on the play?
Maybe.
Didn't get a lot. 1-yard pickup. Boy, I'm telling you, Patrick, these 2 defenses are making the running game extremely difficult.
Oh, absolutely.
Second down 9. 2 running backs flanking Butler. Fake it, and Easton runs right into that big 260-pound sprinter out there on the edge for Cactus. I mean, he's big, but he can move, and his name is Amon Fears, and he stops the quarterback a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, he's too disciplined. He didn't come down the line chasing that fake. He stayed right where he was supposed to be and just sniffed that one out. So that's a good football player right there.
Third down play. 3:15 on the clock, third quarter. Butler steps up. Yeah, I mean, it just all was collapsing around him. And he's getting that kind of shell-shocked kind of kind of look to him as well right now. And, in fact, he lost a yard right there. That is a quarterback sack. We'll see who gets this credit. Once again, Fears is there, and a half of that sack is going to belong to his teammate from the linebacking corps. Lucas Chapman was there as well. So quarterback sack, and it's 4th down and 13.
Yeah, they're going to kick a field goal here, and I'm surprised they're bringing their sophomore kicker in, that Sam Brown, in to try this attempt.
37-yard try. It is blocked. It's on the ground. Cactus will pick it up. And a tackle made near midfield. Looked like the guy that scooped it up was Will Galvin. And he returns it for Cactus to give them good field position. It looks like actually is it in Snowflake territory? Maybe it's right there at midfield. It's right at the 50-yard line. Well, I mean, he took too much time.
Yeah.
And then Galvin actually blocked it.
Yep. He did.
Well, actually, is that a 1 or a 7 on the jersey?
I don't know. I'm struggling with the 1 and the 7.
It's a 1. It's Galvin. So Galvin did it. He blocked it. He scooped it up. He ran it back, and he got it to the 50-yard line. So blocked field goal with 2:20 remaining. In the third quarter. Lagafuena, did I say it right? It's always tough. Lagafuena, the incomplete pass as he threw back. Hey, that's dangerous, right? You always teach your guy, don't stop, turn back, and throw across the field like that.
Yeah, and that was dangerous as Braden Frost almost got his hands underneath that one. Nice attempt there.
2nd down and 10. Closing out the third quarter. Still just 7-0 Cactus in front of Snowflake. That's a new quarterback. They're going to go Wildcat, aren't they?
Yep, they sure did. It's Galvin in.
Number 7, Damian Giles.
It was Giles.
Oh, that was Giles.
Yeah, it was Giles who ran it. He got to the Snowflake 46-yard line, right? Maybe
number 7 has
47.
socks. Number 1, socks are down. That's the only way I'm going to be able to figure that out.
3-yard pickup for Giles. That's tough. That's tough. I actually think that was Galvin, by the way. I think you were right originally. It was Galvin for 3 yards on that play.
I just assumed because he was the quarterback last year.
He's still in the game. I wonder if that means Lagafuena has hurt himself. And there's a pass completed by Galvin. It's going to be a very short gain. Hauled in, the receiver, the guy on the other end is Jordan Davis. And Davis picks up 4 yards on the play. So it is Galvin back there in the shotgun. Let's hope that Lagafuena didn't get hurt. That's a great quarterback. 4th down and 3. Cactus has the offense on the field. Now that's Lagafuena under center, and he hands it off, and Snowflake is going to get the stop. No gain on the play, and the Lobos celebrate. Matt Brimhall right in the middle of that mix-up in the middle of the field. Giles, the carrier, and no gain.
Wow. What a job by that Snowflake defense. Coming up big. Gosh dang, this offense, they got to get something going. Got to keep that defense off the field to reward them for the great game that they've had tonight.
They have bent a lot. I mean, to the point of almost snapping. But that twig's got a little green in it.
Oh, man.
Patrick on that defense. They just haven't broken. 7-0. Snowflake right in the thick of this as we now play out the final 58 seconds of the third quarter. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week is presented by Hatch Toyota. And Snowflake will line up trips to the right, short side of the field, pump fake. Lance Christensen with 2 defenders around him and almost makes a diving catch out of that. Good efforts, dangerous pass, and 2 defenders were draped all over him.
Yeah, again, that's just, I think you're right, Floyd. I think Easton Butler at this point is just, he's a little shell-shocked a little bit and just not making good reads. Double coverage there. Lance Christian made a great adjustment, just unable to come up with it.
2nd down play. Snowflake and Butler will loft it. Catch made. J.J. Lerma. He's got 1st down yardage. He'll get to about the 41-yard line. Call it the 40. 16-yard gain on that play. Well, there's a little bright spot. Maybe even the longest gain from scrimmage in this game for Snowflake so far. I'll check myself on that. Scanning. Well, Snowflake had one 13-yard gain previous to that, Patrick. The other longest gain was 8 yards. That 16-yard pickup, the longest gain of the game for the Lobos, while we pause and a Cactus player is down. And he is a lot of pain. He tried to get up, and then he fell right back down to his back. We don't know who it is, but we certainly hope that he is going to be okay. Timeout. 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. Well, really don't go anywhere, because I think we're going to stay right here. The player eventually got right back up. Dom Solano, key player on that defense, and he's going to now hustle off the field. He looks good. I don't know what happened, Patrick, but that was a little scary as he tried to get up and then fell to his back.
Wow.
And then he ran off the field eventually. So Dom is okay. And we're thankful for that. My son, who plays for Blue Ridge, broke his leg against Window Rock this past Saturday.
I know, and I saw that he got a Lobo Blue cast on his leg, too. Is that what it was?
That's
wait.
That's the LA Dodgers, my friend.
Nah, I know that. I'm just joking.
15 seconds. They have started the clock. We'll get another couple of plays before the half ends. Butler throwing deep down the left side. A jump ball. Defense was there. It was McCray, Davin McCray, who was the intended receiver. And it will go incomplete. No, that was a pretty good-looking ball. But, look, this defense is too fast, Patrick. They were step for step with McCray. That's great coverage out there on that side. And who was it? Is that Galvin or is that Giles? I think it was Giles, right?
I don't know. I cannot tell the 7 and the 1 apart. I'm sorry. What did they call it?
I think that's,
it
was Galvin.
Just end a
it was Galvin. It shouldn't end the quarter. That's incomplete.
No, and penalty.
So there was Lobos get marked off 10 yards. I don't know what they did, but it wasn't good.
While we were watching the replay, we missed the flag.
So the play doesn't count. So forget the incomplete. It's first down again. First down and 22. It must have been a holding penalty on the Lobos. They'll split 3 out to the right side. Claire in the middle of that. McCray on the outside. Lerma was on the inside and a high snap that Butler has to cover up. And that should end the third quarter. Wow. Not the way you'd want to end the period. I'll get a word in from our presenting sponsors of the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week, everybody. That is Hatch Toyota. Great partners and a great game in Snowflake. 7-0 Cactus. We'll see what Snowflake does on their second and very, very long to start the fourth quarter coming up in a moment. Don't go anywhere. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week is brought to you by Hatch Toyota. We are going to return to Snowflake right after this. The fourth quarter on the way, everybody.
Make it a September to remember with the new Toyota from Hatch Toyota Sholo. The White Mountains volume leader can still find you low financing as low as 1.9%. And every new Toyota still comes with Toyota Care, our complimentary maintenance plan that covers scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, and 24-hour roadside assistance for 2 years and unlimited miles. What Toyota have you always wanted to drive? Tacoma, RAV4, Avalon, maybe the hot GR86. We're the largest volume dealer in northern Arizona. We have new Toyotas in stock and many more in transit, so you can reserve one before it gets here. Hatch Toyota has finance partners that work with credit problems too. Come in for a confidential report and let our finance specialist help you understand what your options really are. Make it a September to remember with a new Toyota from Hatch Toyota at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo and at hatchtoyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 32 years. Offers on approved credit plus tax, title license, and dealer doc fee. See dealer for detail.
Hey, how do you like that run to start the fourth quarter for Snowflake? A 12-yard gain ahead of steam for Jet McCray and a big pickup. So that'll shorten the distance to go to make it 3rd down and 20 after a 12-yard pickup. The fourth quarter underway, everybody. Welcome back into Snowflake High School. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week is presented by Hatch Toyota.
Yeah, nice little draw play by the Lobos. Pick up a lot of that yardage back, but still a long ways to go.
Butler steps, delivers a confident pass this time. It'll be a 15-yard gain right in the heart of that defense to Tyler Clare, the birthday boy. He threw a laser on that one, Patrick. Stepped up, and he meant it.
Yeah, it was a great pass. Great concentration by Tyler Clare. Easily the leading receiver tonight for the Lobos on his birthday, so a nice job, Tyler Clare.
4th and 5. Snowflake with the offense on the field. They're going to try to draw the defense, and it works out. They'll pick up the first down on the 5-yard mark off the 5-yard penalty. Yet another penalty on Cactus for Snowflake. We're going to check their first down total here in just a second. That is the 16th penalty for 155 yards amassed against Cactus tonight.
Wow.
They've got way more penalty yardage than Snowflake has offensive yardage, and a total of 8 first downs now for Snowflake in the game after that pickup. Butler rolls out, delivers, pass caught, or not.
That's going to be another penalty. That's going to be another roughing the passer play, though, on Cactus. Great pass by Butler that time, hit Larimer right in the chest.
Butler throwing against the grain. Yeah, you got to catch it, right?
Yeah,
you got to have that one.
It.
But the mark-off will help Snowflake anyway. They're going to mark it half the, it's a 15-yard penalty. It was at the 30-yard line anyway. Roughing the passer, just getting there late. Do we have a look at that? Do we have the look at the quarterback taking the hit right there? 15-yard mark-off. Let's take a look here. Butler rolls out. He throws.
Oh, he just headbutted him. Did you see that?
Yeah, he brought the head straight down on him, didn't he?
Oh, man.
Looks like they're starting this one on the
Ball at the 15-yard line, right thereabouts for Snowflake's offense. From the gun, Easton Butler will have it. He's got Lerma and McCray in the backfield. McCray gets the carry, and it just closed down. I mean, there was a lot of beef up front that all got together, coagulated together, and couldn't get anywhere.
You got to remember this run play that Snowflake has been so successful with over the years. You've seen it with Taryn Green. You saw it with Camden Brimhall last year. It is just not going anywhere tonight, that run play.
2nd down and 10 after the no gain. Butler wants to throw over the middle, and he throws behind his guy. He wound up, stepped into that throw, but he couldn't connect. Is that bomb that was coming across the middle?
It was. I like the play call. I was just thinking a couple plays ago, I'm like, that slant, a quick slant might be wide open, and it looked like if he would have put that on the money, it would have been successful, but I don't know. He was trying to put a little bit of mustard on that one, I think.
Easton Butler is 6 out of 11 for 61 yards in the game. 1 interception, been sacked twice in this one, 3rd down, and he's also been hit for a roughing the quarterback, I don't know, at least twice. And this is incomplete over the middle, trying to set the screen up to Jet McCray. He took another big hit at the end of it. This one clean.
Screen pass intended for number 6, Jet McCray.
Wow. What are the Lobos going to do here? Are they going to try to kick that extra point again? I would highly recommend blocking that outside. Either Galvin or Giles.
I think it was Galvin. I think Giles, you were saying Giles has the socks that are all the way up?
I think so.
And Galvin's, I think, are the ones that are part way down. It's hard to tell on those numbers. I've never really cared for the way coaches like to select their numbers for the jerseys at the high school level. At the NFL, you can see, hey, by the way, that'll be a 5-yard mark-off to make this a less than 27-yard field goal, about a 22-yard field goal try coming up here for the Lobos after they mark. Well, they're going to bring the offense back out on the field, I guess. So they get to a more manageable situation. 4th down and 5 at the 10-yard line. Wow. Snowflake going for it. Well, I mean, why not, right? 9:31 remaining. Your offense has not really moved the ball that well. How many chances you're going to get?
Yeah.
Go for the...
What do you have to lose? This is Cactus's game to lose right now.
I mean, would you rather give yourself a shot, lose 7-0? 7-3 is still a loss if you ended that way. Easton Butler going for it. 4th down. Lots of pressure. Throws it up. Nobody there except the defender. It's intercepted in the end zone. Touchback. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. The second interception thrown today by Butler. And you'll see he just really had to get rid of it. Had to. Try to give his guy out there, his receiver out there, who was McCray, try to give him a chance with it. And Davin couldn't pull it in.
1st and 10 Cobras on the 20-yard line.
Just needed to get that ball a little bit further back, so I know he was getting a lot of pressure on him and just kind of had to let that one go, which was the right thing to do. You don't want to take a sack there. But tried to get it out there to give his receiver a chance, just threw it a little bit too short.
So now what does Cactus do? They're going to come out and they're going to run that Wildcat and hand it off. Misdirection. There's a lot of room. Cut back and a touchdown, potential touchdown saving tackle. Another marker is down. Lance Christensen is the guy who delivered the tackle.
10-yard gain.
Was that ball carrier? Was that Boncor Montoya?
I have no idea.
Carried the ball? No, it wasn't. Sorry about that. I thought that was a jersey
Okay.
number 4. Polo Benuelos.
So number 7 does have I see him right there. That's Giles. He has his socks up. Number 1 right there is Galvin, and I see him, and his socks are down. So one is socks down. So those two numbers, just I can't I can't tell them apart. They're about the same size too. So
as well as holding on the defense.
So offsetting penalties. Both teams guilty of something. So they offset it. It'll be 1st and 10 all over as they play the down over with 9:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Cactus 7, Snowflake 0. And they're going to run it. That's Galvin trying to run the Wildcat, but he can't get away from that defense. And I really like the downhill effort made by Cooper Rapier as he made the tackle.
Yeah, that was a great defensive play there by the Lobos. You see number 24 out there, Brimhall out there, and Rapier finishing it off. Nice job. Number 24 for the Lobos is Austin Flake.
2nd down and 8 for Cactus. Their own 22-yard line. Lagafuene is going to carry. Matt Brimhall and others delivering the hit at the end of it. He didn't gain the first down, but got awful close to it. How about a 7, make it a 6-yard pickup on that play.
Surprised they don't run him very often. He's definitely not a running quarterback, but been very impressed with his arm tonight, for sure.
3rd down and 1 yard to go. Lagapuena from the shotgun. He's got a man with him back there. Give it up the middle. Giles is that ball carrier, and he got it. He got the yard. He's got the 1 yard necessary. That should be a 1st down for the Cobras. They'll come out and eyeball this thing, but I think they're going to give the quick indication. Yep, 1st down. Move the chains on that one. I had said earlier in the game that the athletic director here, Kevin Standifer, guy that runs these athletic programs and does such a marvelous job for Snowflake, he is a former quarterback for Cactus. Back in during the 1986 football season, he won a state championship with the Cactus Cobras as their starting quarterback. And he also says he had nothing to do, Patrick, nothing to do with Cactus as the opponent tonight. Did not ask for it, didn't talk to them ahead of time, none of that stuff. It just turned out that Cactus ends up being their opponent.
Wow. I've heard that too in the past, but
Lagafuena scrambles around, delivers the ball that ends up on the ground. And that's a catch, and it's a short gain. And it looks like 4 yards is what it's going to end up being. The guy on the receiving end is Boncor Montoya.
Yeah, trying to get some pressure on that quarterback. Doing a good job. Jordan Mowers out there again, chasing him down, but able to get away and make a decent pass out to the flats.
Listed as 2nd and 4. Did I lose a play there somewhere? I thought it was 3rd down here. Handoff up the middle. And that'll be 1st down yardage. It doesn't matter, I guess, because a 9-yard pickup for Giles. Damian Giles picking it up, getting it to the 45-yard line.
Jordan Mowers on the tackle.
Yeah, well, probably one of his longest runs of the night right there.
We've got
wearing this defense down a little bit.
17 carries for 54 yards. Let's check the total offense number here for Cactus and see where they stand right now. Total offense, how about 213 yards? That's now 13 first downs. Only 3 first downs in the second half for Cactus. First down play from their own 45-yard line. Throw deep left side. That one is off the fingertips. Well, That's the best deep throw we've seen from Cactus in the game so far, but it does go incomplete.
Great pass. It looks like it was right off the fingertips of the receiver. Again, just impressed with this kid, this quarterback for Cactus.
It's a great look by our field camera, Derek Simmons, who is also our producer of video here. Check the numbers for you. Lagafuena is 23 out of 36 for 175 yards. No TDs, no interceptions. But a pretty solid day for that young man. Second down play. Cactus, their own 45. Handoff. Giles squirts through. Another marker down. And he'll have first down yardage should it stand. And another marker down. Two markers are thrown. Both of them thrown by the same official on the far side of the field. He threw his hat after somebody, I think, said something. So I think we're going to get an unsportsmanlike after the first penalty is called on somebody from the bench for Cactus. And when he threw his hat, if we have a replay on that, he was really aggressive. There's a hold, and now we're going to get unsportsmanlike.
We've got holding on the offense as
well.
As unsportsmanlike.
Huge penalty.
They're going to mark them both, I think, Patrick.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think, you've got the one penalty during the play and then after the play.
Yep.
And if we have to look long enough, watch the official. First he throws his flag right there. Okay, and then he'll come running up. Yeah, we're not going to see it. But look at this. Let's see, 10, 20, that's second and 30. Second down and 30 for Cactus after the mark-off. 6 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the game. Low snap. Lagafuena.
What was he hesitating for?
I know. The blitzer pulled up on the play. That's an 11-yard pickup on the pass play. Boncor Montoya, I believe. A 12-yard gain on that play.
Looked like Austin Flake, number 24.
He had a beat on the quarterback, didn't he?
Had a beat on him, just kind of hesitated.
There he is coming up, and he just, I think he was thinking, if this guy dipsy-doos me, he's going to run right by me. I can't let that happen.
Yeah, maybe.
Third down and 18 for Cactus. Snowflake seeing if they can get the defensive stop and get the ball back here in the final moments of this one. 7-0, Cactus in front. Fake it. That's Galvin out there. He'll dump the pass off. And a great tackle made by Snowflake on defense. And it was Damian Giles who got the football eventually, and Cooper Rapier, who's had a great game on defense with the tackle in the open field.
Wow. Nice job by Cooper Rapier.
Limits it to a 2-yard pass play. How's that, huh?
Great job by the Lobos. A little screen play and just had a great defensive tackle on that by Cooper Rapier. Nice job.
Snowflake looks to get the ball back. Cactus with the punt team out there, and they're going to get rid of it. That's a side-spinning curveball kick. Christensen has it at his own 28-yard line. He is working his way through at least a couple of waves of coverage defenders, and he gets it to about the 41-yard line. Decent field position. 4 minutes and 19 seconds remain here in the fourth quarter of this game. Broadcast of the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota, and we are going to pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Sports Zone Radio Network.
This is Sports Zone Radio. Champions play here at Sports Zone Radio.
You're listening live and local across the White Mountains on our broadcast partner in these parts of the state. That's Mix 98 KRFM Sholo. And Snowflake takes over with 4:19 remaining in the game. Pass delivered, pass caught right at the sticks. Once again, Tyler Clare. He is the go-to guy for Snowflake in a 10-yard gain.
Nice job. Got 10 yards. First down right at midfield again. This is it, Floyd. This is the drive right here. If Snowflake ever needed to put something together and get a score in, this is the time right here. This got to happen. 4 minutes to go in this one.
So the 10-yard pickup, and they're going to the air again. Draw play. Handoff. Jet McRae brought down in the backfield. He just couldn't.
Handoff on the draw to number 6, Jet McRae.
He just couldn't find any room to run because he ran right into the arms of Dom Solano.
On the tackle. Second down.
Solano, stout defender, 3-yard loss on the play. Second down and 13. Roll out near side. Solano again. Watch this as we see an incomplete second drop now by Lerma. He dropped a nice ball. And watch Solano on the edge. 2 defenders trying to block him, and he just goes right between them. Look at this. He's going to go right by him, and he's going to get rid of those guys, and he's going to put pressure on the quarterback, make him hurry the ball out. So look at this big play now, 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, it's a huge play here. 3:26 left to go in this one. Lobos getting every opportunity here to get some points on the board. Not able to make it happen.
High snap, throw this side into coverage, double coverage. Tyler Clare wanted something, asking for a call from the official, but that's good defense, good coverage, and it is defended well out there for an incomplete pass. 4th down and 13 coming up.
Lobos are going to call a timeout here and try to get a 13-yard play together.
Timeout. Asked for by Snowflake with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in regulation, everybody. We'll get this word in from our presenting sponsors of the Sports Zone Radio player of the game. That's White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We'll take care of that when the game ends. Find out who the player of the game is in this one tonight. 7-0 Cactus in front. 4th quarter continues right after this word from White Mountain Regional Medical Center.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Back to the action. Sports fans, welcome in to our coverage of the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. It's brought to you by Hatch Toyota. 4th down at 13. Snowflake with the punt team on. And they'll send it away. It's a pretty good kick. That's going to take a Snowflake roll inside the 10 and then come back out right to the 10-yard line. Dadman McRae downs it. Good punt. Snowflake will put a 90-yard field in front of Cactus, but now they've got to get a stop and got to get it in a hurry. Snowflake has 2 timeouts remaining, 3:08 on the clock in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, probably the smart thing to do. I thought they might try to go for it there on 4th down just with the time remaining. But the way their offense has been tonight, that would have been a very difficult task to be successful on a 4th and 13. So punt away, get it beyond the 10-yard line, and just try to make something happen here. You never know.
Well, what's the strength? What's the strength of the Snowflake team? Not just tonight, because tonight definitely, but their strength this season is that defense, right?
Absolutely. Maybe their defense can win it here for them. Try to get a fumble or interception. I doubt that the Cobras are going to pass the ball in this situation, but you never know.
Handoff up the middle, and a seam that gets closed down very, very quickly. That's a good tackle, a little bit of a redemption tackle in the middle of the field for Austin Flake. And I say that because he missed that opportunity on the quarterback sack earlier, or at least to put a good hit on the quarterback, and a 5-yard gain that time. Austin with a good defensive stop and a Snowflake timeout quickly. That was Snowflake who called it, right?
I'm sure.
5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5. Well, I don't know. Maybe no timeout called. Snowflake ran over to the side.
There was a hurt player on the field, so that's probably why.
Now they reassembled the defense. Those 4 big boys across the front. Tony Munoz, Bryce White in that group.
Jet yellow hair,
big boy.
Jordan Mowers.
That's a good group, and they have stayed healthy all season. Right in the middle behind them, Matt Brimhall and the defensive coordinator, Art Hargrove, and his guys have the ball, have the game in their hands right now, and there's going to be a short gain. Not a whole lot happening right there. Snowflake with Jordan Mowers in the middle of that attack and a 3-yard gain. Stop made at that point. Second, a very long 2 on the way.
Timeout, Lobos.
So they'll take one of their 2 remaining timeouts right here with 2:18 on the clock. And if they can get a stop here, force 4th down, force Cactus to make a very tough choice. I mean, you got to believe that no matter the distance that they present themselves, Patrick, to get the first down, you've got to believe they're going to kick the ball away.
Yeah, they'd have to, absolutely.
That's exactly why Snowflake punted themselves with their last possession.
Yep.
Instead of going on 4th and 13. Well, we'll see. I mean, Coach Hargrove and his dudes are going to work it out. And they've got to come up with a stop right here. How do you like these guys that Coach Hargrove works with as well? How about Jeremy Smith, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Huge part of this defense and does a lot for this Lobo defense.
And who's the guy that coaches that defensive line right there?
That's Rickardson.
No.
Oh.
That's Reggie.
Oh, Reggie Peterson?
Yeah, big Reggie.
I guess he does work with the line, sorry.
He's the defensive line guy.
Does too.
Coach Rickardson mostly works on that offensive side. And here we go. Big play now. 3rd down and 2. Can the Lobos get a stop? 2:18 on the clock, 4th quarter. Cactus 7, Snowflake nothing. Long snap count, trying to draw that defense off. And they keep going, but Snowflake wasn't moving. And now the look to the sideline. Cactus gets it set. Lagafuena throws near side. Is that a catch? Yes, it is. Catch made. And that'll move the chains. And that was a big, big conversion for Cactus. And a backbreaker for the Snowflake defense.
Wow. Gutsy call there. Gutsy call. You throw the ball on 3rd down. That's incomplete. Stops the clock.
They really did roll the dice, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did like everything against the book right there, but it works out. They get the gain, they get the pickup. They did go out of bounds. Nope, stayed in bounds. Sorry about that. So the clock continues to move now. 1:47. That was an 8-yard gain on that play. 3 receivers left. You know they're running right up the middle. Snowflake will have to make that stop then, right in. Well, they're going to bounce it. I don't know how Flake was able to hold on and make that tackle, but he did. You guys were hand fighting out here on the edge. You'll see it again on the look from our sideline cam. As we give you a good look at this replay. The bounce, and there's Austin. Normally when you tackle high like that, it doesn't work in your favor, but he does a nice job. No gain on that last play. 2nd down and 10, clock ticking down. Cactus will use every ounce of the clock. I don't know. As long as they don't turn it over, Patrick, I think they can win the game on this series of downs, regardless of getting a first down.
Snowflake does have 1 timeout.
Oh, the clock is now all jacked up. It got to a minute, and now it bounced around. It's down to 3 seconds. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. Tackle made in the backfield.
Another risky play.
I know. Swing pass, left side. Handed to the Cactus coaches. They seem to know what they're doing, even if we can't quite figure it out. 5-yard loss on this little swing pass, and now it's to Galvin out there on that left side. So they lose 5, keep it in bounds, keep the clock moving. That's what they want. And the clock says 36 seconds remaining. So it somehow corrected itself. And Snowflake spends their final timeout. They're down to 15. So listen, help me out with the clock, Patrick. They've got to snap it.
Yep.
I guess, is it possible Snowflake can... Well, listen, they're going to run it. What's the play clock? It's 25 seconds?
No, it's 30, isn't it?
Is it
Isn't
30?
30 seconds?
I don't know. Maybe Derek can ask real quick. Ask one of those officials near him how long the play clock is, and we'll just find out. How's that sound? We'll ask the guys that seem to know a little bit more about the rules than I do. 40? Play clock is 40 seconds. So they could snap it and then not snap it again. That's what they're going to do. Take a knee right here, right? Snap it, take a knee, and then you don't have to snap it again. So Cactus, unless they decide to throw the ball right here,
yeah.
should win the football game without any further contesting of it. And I got to tell you, Snowflake should be extremely proud of themselves for managing to make the game that they made out of it.
Yeah.
Patrick.
Yeah, I know they're going to be disappointed, though, offensively for sure.
Third down, Cactus.
So third down, snap it, take a knee. There's your game. Don't have to snap it again.
And they're going to take a knee.
Yeah, that should be the ball game.
That, by the way, that's going to be like 5 yards against the rushing total for the quarterback. So we do have, that stinks. But that will run the clock down. And that is it tonight from Snowflake, everybody. A strange game that sees Cactus manage just 7 points in this one in spite of 233 yards of offense. And a defense that held Snowflake below 100 yards of offense total in this one, I believe. Just right at just above 109 yards of offense, and yet a 7-0 game. We'll talk about Snowflake, and we'll also deliver you the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game here in a few moments, everybody, as we do get to breaking it down on our Game of the Week broadcast. It is, as always, presented to you by Hatch Toyota. And let's grab a timeout, everybody. A post-game wrap-up is on the way here in a bit. Patrick and I will take care of that for you. Cactus wins 7-0 tonight in Snowflake. And we'll talk more about it. It's more fireworks here at Snowflake High School. Stand by for the breakdown. Don't go anywhere. The Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week presented by Hatch Toyota.
Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall is ready with the end of summer sell down. Nobody sells a better pre-owned vehicle. Time to move up from your old beaten up ride, your old gas guzzler, and score a quality late model low mileage vehicle from Hatch Toyota Sholo. Cars, minivans, crossovers, trucks, sport utilities. We have the best selection in the White Mountains, and every one of them has to pass our inspection or we send them to auction. If we don't have the exact vehicle you're looking for, we have access to thousands of vehicles from our other dealerships, auctions, or dealer trades. We're confident we can find just the right ride for your budget and lifestyle. Come in today and let one of our product specialists help with your search. And because we work with many lenders, we can find financing to match your credit. Rush to the end of summer sell down. Going on now at Hatch Toyota, where nobody sells a better pre-owned vehicle.
This October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Summit Healthcare sends out this reminder to schedule your annual mammogram. To make it easier, Summit is offering 2D mammos for just $99 throughout the month of October. A physician's order is required. Call today to schedule your appointment. 928-537-6554. Purchase your voucher at mdsave.com. Don't put that mammogram off another day. Schedule your $99 2D mammogram right now by calling 928-537-6554. Offer good until October 31st at Summit Healthcare.
It's football season, and for our September special, we are giving away front row tickets to see the Arizona Cardinals. Right now, when you use the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint to replace your insured windshield, you not only get free dinners at Los Corrales, baby, and free movie tickets at the WME theaters, but this month your name goes in the hat for 2 front row tickets to see the Cardinals battle the Saints Thursday night, October 20th at Cardinal Stadium in Glendale. Plus, you get gas money and motel the night of the game. Right now, get dinners and movies, or choose full-service car washes, or $100 in window tint. And your name goes in the hat for front row Arizona Cardinals tickets. Oh, and if you don't like football, we will simply give you $1,000 cash. You know the number.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
No matter the occasion, large, small, or just because, the Bloomhouse Floral Designs, located in Pine Top, will create the perfect bouquet to capture your moment perfectly. Offering the widest selection of beautiful and unique floral designs and accents, the Bloomhouse serves as your personal creation expert. We are open to serve you Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Same day and rush deliveries are available. Stop by or order online at bloomhouseflorals.com.
The team at Beam & Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam & Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam & Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beam & Well Drilling.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO. Experienced physicians and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Hey everybody, welcome back in to our post-game wrap-up. Hey, let's turn that microphone off till he delivers it, okay? You know how to do it? Hold that bottom button in, please, for about 3 seconds. There you go, thank you. And then Derek can turn that on when he gets that microphone, because we're making some noise with it as we bring you back in, everybody, to our post-game wrap-up of this broadcast of the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. Hey, back into it. Floyd Simmons, Patrick Austin here. We want to thank Hatch Toyota.
This is Sports Zone.
We're hitting all kinds of stuff we ain't supposed to be hitting. I want to thank Hatch Toyota for their partnership in presenting the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week. Also, big thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center. You heard their message a moment ago, and we will be presenting the player of the game here in a moment. And that is brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Floyd Simmons and Patrick Austin, as mentioned. Well, Patrick, it's a strange game. I just had a quick word with the Cactus coaches over here, and they said the same thing. I mean, they called it an ugly game. They weren't a whole lot proud of the game. I'm not sure how Snowflake is going to feel when we get a chance to talk to their coaches eventually. But it was a strange game. Snowflake was more than doubled up offensive yardage-wise by Cactus. Cactus had moved the ball at times very, very well, but the Snowflake defense just wouldn't yield once Cactus got into scoring range, got inside the red zone. Snowflake defense would stiffen up, and they held it and made it respectable. 7-0 Cactus got the win tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You interviewed Coach Solomon earlier in the broadcast on your pregame show, and he made a really good point on this game tonight. He just said that this point is going to give them kind of a view of where they're at and where they need to be and where they need to go. So, and I think it did that tonight. They saw a very good Cactus Cobra team come in here tonight. Very athletic, good size, lots of speed. They're not going to see that a whole lot more this year, that kind of talent. They're going to see some good teams for sure, but they're not going to see that kind of talent for the rest of the year. So this kind of gives them a building block of where they need to go for the rest of the year. And I think they can learn a lot from this game tonight, especially offensively. They obviously have some improvements to make. They obviously have some things that they need to work on. Defensively, you're exactly right. They gave up some little dump passes here and there. They defended the run extremely well, but just wasn't able to come up offensively and score any points tonight. So I think it's a good gauge of where they're at. I think it's a good gauge of where they need to go with this. A loss during the season isn't always a bad thing, especially against a quality team like the Cobras. So I like the game. I didn't like a few things that happened, but all in all, it wasn't too bad.
Let me run you through a couple of things here. First of all, we're going to get ready to talk to Matt Brimhall here in just a moment. He is being named as one of the Sports Zone Radio players of the game in this one tonight. Cactus scored on their second possession of the game. They put together a 12-play drive that covered 63 yards and scored a Damon Giles 2-yard touchdown run at the end of it. They added the point after and made it 7-0, and that's your score for the whole game. But I want to mention this. Snowflake, on I think it was 10, maybe 11 possessions, they punted the ball 5 times, and then they had a string of possessions that ended in turnovers. They, first of all, 2 turnovers, a fumble, followed by an interception on their first 2 second-half possessions. Then they had a field goal blocked following that. And then Snowflake threw an interception before they punted on their final possession of the game. After that punt, Cactus was able to gain a first down, which helped them to run the clock out in this one and get the victory tonight. It was a very, very strange game, as we mentioned. Let's get to announcing the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. The player of the game is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, everybody. And first of all, let's talk about Cactus. Cactus gets the win. Cactus got a couple of great performances. Dom Solano across the defensive line was a beast, and he was a guy you just can't block. Played a great game. He is a guy you would consider. Damian Giles scored their only touchdown today, and would be one of those guys that you consider in the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. He had 50-plus yards rushing. He scored their only touchdown. But they also got a fantastic performance out of their quarterback. And I know, Patrick, it's a little bit challenging, so I'll give my pronunciation of his name. And that quarterback is Braden Lagafuena. And Lagafuena, he at 6'3", 175, surveys the field well, has a nice arm. And let me give you his numbers, and then you can talk about the job that he did for his team, Patrick, tonight. Can we see that sheet? Thank you. How about a guy that they trusted to throw the ball 40 times tonight? 27 out of 40 for 192 yards, 68% completions, and what a great job on offense he did for Cactus.
I just really like the kid. He made great decisions, made great reads. He didn't force anything. Very few balls he tried to throw deep. When he did, he usually overthrew. But, man, just really good reads. Killed the defense on just these short passes, 5, 7, 10 yards down the field. So a great job, very impressive, strong-looking kid out there.
Did a great job. He is one of our Sports Zone Radio players of the game. Got to honor that guy. Got the win tonight, and 27 of 40, like I said, for 192. Great job by Braden Lagafuena, the quarterback for Cactus. Now, on the other side, the defense is really the ticket that's going to help this Snowflake team have great success this year. It's the strength of their team, and the guy that we're going to talk to right now is one of our co-players of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, the Sports Zone Radio player of the game. And on defense for Snowflake, Matt Brimhall is a name that everybody by now knows, that number 25 patrol in the middle. Does a great job game in, game out, and did a great job tonight as well for Snowflake. Let's bring him on, talk to him for a minute, and congratulate Matt on his designation as the Sports Zone Radio player of the game. It's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
We're hanging in there, buddy.
That's good.
We're doing well. All right, Matt. Listen, man, you always want to win. You always want to get a victory every time you play, especially if you play in front of your hometown fans like you did tonight. But, Matt, Cactus is an absolute terrific team. They are the real deal. And let's talk about playing Cactus and how you felt like your defense, your team fared in this one tonight.
Yeah, we knew they were going to come out and play us. They're a really good 5A team. We knew that they were going to put up a good fight. We knew that this game could have been close. That's too bad that it didn't go our way, but we improved from this game and we'll go on for next week.
Matt, the strength of the Snowflake Lobos is is the guys in the box, the 4 guys in front of you, that defensive line. But you right there in the middle of all of that. Tell me about, the pride that you take and the pride that your guys feel and the defense that Snowflake plays. And then especially that group that I just mentioned, those 4 down linemen in front of you with you backing them up back there. What's this brotherhood like?
Yeah, I'd say it's really one of the best brotherhoods I've had my whole life. They've got my back whenever I need it. I've got their back whenever they need it. They're big boys, and they do their job every play. Shout out to coaches, too.
Hey, Matt, this is Patrick Austin. How are you, buddy?
What's up, Patrick? How are you doing?
Good. Hey, man, great game tonight. Congratulations on being the Sports Zone Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. It's always fun to watch you play. We could pretty much call your name on every defensive play. That's how I feel. We don't do a good enough job, I don't think, calling your name, but you do a great job. Just tell us a little bit about what you saw out there tonight. Tell us a little bit about what you saw from Cactus that might be different than other teams that you'll face this year.
Yeah, we as a team watch film like every other week, but we knew that this team would be one of the better teams that we would play. So coming into this game, we knew that this was going to be a ball game. And yeah, just too bad it couldn't go our way.
Talk about those guys. Talk about, they've got a big athletic offensive line. Okay, the guys can move around. They protected their quarterback really well. Okay, he was able to throw the ball 40 times. He didn't end up on the turf too many times in this one tonight. So talk about the level of play. Cactus, a 5A team, but they were a dominant 4A team. That's why they moved up. What was it like? What was that level of competition like for you guys?
Yeah, I'd say it's a lot different than 3A last year. Last year we were in 3A. We got bumped up to 4A. We knew that the competition would be different in 4A for sure, and 5A it's for sure a different level. But me and the boys, we knew that this game would be a ball game, and we knew it would be close. So
a lot of bend but don't break tonight, right? They were moving the ball pretty well. They got in scoring range a few times, but what was it you guys would do? What was it guys were talking about as you made those stands, and you made a number of stands tonight?
Yeah, our defense is designed for that, actually. If they march on us, we know that so what, now what? We have to come back. We have to let them not score. We have to trust our offense no matter what.
It's good stuff, Matt. And listen, you guys get a lot of credit for the manning up and taking on a big competitor like this. And you knew it was going to be tough. We all knew that Cactus would be good, and they certainly lived up to every expectation of that. And then you walk out of here, and I don't know, we feel like you can hold your heads high, Matt, that it was a 7-0 game and not a 42-0 kind of game to a big team like that. Is there something good you can take, some pride you can take away in a loss?
In this game, I'd say for sure. Cactus was a good team. We knew that coming in. Coming out of this game, we know that 7-0, our defense did good. Offense need to step it up a couple times, but we'll be ready next week.
Got anything for all that, young man, Patrick?
No, I think he said it all, and just proud of Matt and his job out there. I'm just going to tell him this because I know he has a bunch of older brothers that played football, and I've called it out. I've called him out, and I put a lot of pressure on him, saying that Matthew Brimhall is the best of all of those Brimhall boys. So this kid's a stud.
Better than David Brimhall?
David Brimhall was a stud. And just take that and take it like a compliment, because if I'm saying Matthew's the best of those Brimhall, he's pretty dang good. So good job, Matt.
What do you think, Matt? Do you agree with that? Are you the best of the Brimhalls?
I know David's going to be watching this tonight, so I know he's sitting at home watching this because he couldn't make it because he had to work, but I know he's watching this, so I'm not going to say this on TV, but thank you guys for the compliment. I appreciate it, really.
All right. I'd like to be a fly on the wall at home when these guys get together and have that conversation. Hey, Matt, congratulations. Good work out there. You're the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.
All right, there's Matt Brimhall, and a great job. We'll get that. Let's kill that mic. Matt goes out there and he gives everything he's got to give every time he gets on the field, and he puts those Lobo blue uniforms on, Patrick, and just a guy who embodies what it is to be a Lobo, don't you think?
Dude, I just love Matthew Brimhall. I've loved watching him play through his high school career. He just has a nose for the football. And like I said, I don't want any of those other Brimhall boys to be upset with me for what I say, because those Brimhall boys are studs. So when I say that Matthew's one of the best ones, that is a huge compliment, of course, coming through.
Yeah,
so.
there's no question
I
about
bet
that.
I said the same thing about David when he was out there his senior year. So
it's a great lineage from which he comes.
It's awesome.
Congratulations on the effort, and Matt Brimhall, along with the young man, that quarterback on the other side. That's Braden Lagafuena, the best I've got in terms of pronunciation. The Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We'll have one more check-in with you, everybody, before we wrap up our postgame here from Snowflake High School. We'll look at one last time at the stats and look ahead to what's next on the schedule for Sports Zone Radio. Stand by, everybody. More from Snowflake on our post-game wrap-up, the Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week, presented by Hatch Toyota.
It's time to cash in on the value of your old car. You may have seen more new cars at dealerships, but used car values are still holding high for the moment. It's time to trade in your current vehicle and get top dollar while you still can. Where? Hatch Toyota, of course. The White Mountains volume dealer is still offering the highest possible values for your trade. Or we'll buy it outright. Cars, trucks, crossovers, SUVs. Come in and get an instant appraisal and offer, and we will write you a check on the spot or apply it as trade value for your new 2022 Hatch Toyota. And we have the inventory. Now's the time to turn your old car into a payday. We're not just saying it, we're paying it. Hatch Toyota at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo and at hatchtoyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 32 years.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at hatchtoyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo.
Offer center for credit through Toyota Financial Services. Excludes government and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
Imagine this, a professional healthcare partner that's concerned about you, your choices, your health, your safety. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville, choice and elevating your healthcare experience is the mission of our new CEO, experienced physicians, and friendly staff. Whether you need a rapid COVID-19 test, a vaccination, or you're looking to utilize the newest MRI, CT scan, or nuclear medicine technology, White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Explore beyond your limits with Samsung's new AO3S smartphone. Free for a limited time at Naked Mobile. Activate 2 months of our $75 a month 60GB LTE data plan and get the Samsung Galaxy AO3S smartphone for free. Capture awesome pics with a triple lens rear camera or shoot video in HD, Bluetooth, GPS, and side fingerprint sensor for fast access and 32GB of internal storage. Get out and explore the world. At Naked Mobile, we've got you covered for free at any Cellular One store near you or at nakedmobile.com.
The team at Beam & Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam & Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam & Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beam & Well Drilling.
Everybody, welcome back in here to Snowflake High School, side of our Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast tonight, and it's been a good one. A 7-0 win for Cactus over Snowflake, but this Snowflake Lobos team, as I mentioned to Matt Brimhall, one of our Sports Zone Radio players of the game, the linebacker for Snowflake, that, hey, listen, hold your heads high if you're Snowflake, because they battled well, and they went toe-to-toe with a very, very good 5A level football team. Look, I think Cactus should have been allowed to stay in the 4A ranks. And if that were the case, I got to tell you, Patrick, it is going to be a very tough row to hoe for this Snowflake football team, okay? I mean, if Cactus is any measurement of how good the upper-level teams of 4A are, those teams like, Post and Butte, who did play close with Round Valley, I admit, a couple of weeks ago. I mean, some of these other teams that are playing 4A football, American Leadership Academy of Gilbert North has only gotten better. It's going to be a tough year competing at this level for Snowflake.
Oh, you're absolutely right, and they are very aware of that. And as I've mentioned in the past, this could be the most difficult. Schedule ever for Snowflake. This one tonight, they got Bradshaw Mountain next week. Bradshaw is not going to be easy to go over and play over in Prescott. So the next week they have a bye week, and then they're right into league play with ALA Gilbert North coming to Snowflake. So that's going to be a huge test for them. And then to go on to Ben Franklin, Post and Butte, Apache Junction is going to be they're good.
They're
and then Seton Catholic. So I mean, it's going to be a tough go, and they know that, and they know they got to show up every Friday night and put in their best effort. And as I said earlier, I think that this game tonight was a good stepping stone. This is a good gauge of where they're at in the season right now.
Take a look at the numbers for you, the stats in this one. Cactus racked up 233 yards of offense, 14 first downs in the game for the Cobras. And they had the time of possession edge as well, 29 minutes, 38 seconds in this game, which means that Snowflake must have had in the neighborhood of 19-ish minutes, 18 minutes, as a matter of fact, something like that. We'll look at their number in a moment. Again, 233 yards of offense for the Cobras. They ran 70 offensive plays. The average gain, that's Snowflake defense. Here it is. The average gain, 3.3 yards per gain. Thanks to Snowflake's defense with the bend but don't break mentality. 37 yards rushing by the Cobras. They've got some players, some good guys, and they did have an individual in Damian Giles that had well above the 37 yards rushing, but they hurt themselves with some snaps over their head and so on a couple of times, and that really tarnishes the overall team rushing number, which is, as I said, 37 yards. Yards passing in the game, 196 as a team, on 28 of 41 as a team. Here's where they really hurt themselves, by the way. The penalties. 19 penalties, 205 yards assessed against Cactus. If you want to know why they didn't score more points, really, there it is. Right there for you. 19 penalties. That'll kill your offensive mojo every single time. Their starting quarterback, Braden Lagafuena, was 27 out of 40 for 192 yards. That's 68% pass completions. He is one of the Sports on Radio's player of the game. That was brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Will Galvin, last year's quarterback, threw the ball once tonight. He has moved out to a receiver position, but they did ask him to throw the ball. He completed that pass for 4 yards. And on the receiving end for this team, they were led tonight by Nico Boncor Montoya. 9 catches for 78 yards. Followed by Will Galvin, 6 catches for 39. Jordan Davis had 5 catches for 36. Noah Guevara, 2 catches for 26. Damian Miles had 6 catches for 17 yards. That's some tough work, and they're on 6 catches, less than 3 yards per catch on 6 tries. You don't see that very often. Credit to Snowflake's defense there. Running the ball, Damian Giles, 19 carries for 59 yards. Again, that's a very good running back, Patrick. Damian was. Carried it 19 times, held to 59 yards. That's only 3.1 yards a pop. When you consider how good the Cactus offensive line was, that Snowflake's defense held him on that many tries to just 3.1 yards. I think that says a lot about Art Hargrove's defense for Snowflake.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Great job by the Lobo defense there. We said it all night as far as their run defense. Just did a great job, stepped up, and was able to stop those tough Cactus runners for sure. So great job, Snowflake.
Will Galvin, 3 carries for 7 yards, and really nothing else to note for them because everybody else was in negative yardage territory thanks to Snowflake's defensive effort. For the Lobos, just 109 yards of offense, 10 first downs. They had the ball for 18 minutes and 22 seconds in this one today. They ran a fair bit number more offensive plays in the second half than the first, but still only 41 overall plays ran by the Lobos. 38 yards rushing, 71 yards passing today. They were sacked twice and intercepted twice as well. Total of 3 turnovers in the game, 1 fumble by Snowflake. Penalized 8 times for 80 yards. They cleaned it up quite a bit after halftime. I think they only had a couple of second-half penalties. Did the Lobos. Easton Butler was 7 of 16 for 71 yards. That's 44% pass completions. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions tonight for Butler. His leading receiver, Tyler Clare, targeted him a lot tonight. Tyler caught 5 passes for 50 yards on his birthday. Happy birthday, Tyler. J.J. Lermer caught the other 2 passes tonight for 21 yards. Running the ball, Jet McRae, 12 carries for 30 yards, led the way. J.J. Lermer, 5 carries for 19 yards. Easton Butler, 6 carries for minus 15. A couple of quarterback sacks figured into that for him. And I think he also had a snap over his head that he had to cover up. 2 carries for 4 yards for Carter Rabin tonight for the Snowflake Lobos. And there it is. This one in the books. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight, Patrick. I certainly enjoyed working alongside my good friend Patrick Austin. That was a fun broadcast today.
Absolutely. It's nice to have you back. I haven't got a broadcast with you this year yet, so it was fun to have you, and appreciate all you do for White Mountain football.
Looking forward to next week's broadcast, and if you're wondering what that is, I was going to look that up for you, everybody, right there, because I've been so busy that it's actually, I'm on the wrong. I got 3 computers working tonight right here in front of me, Patrick. Just trying to figure out which one holds. It's right here, and we'll go here, and we'll go here, and we'll grab our schedule. There's a master schedule around here somewhere. I believe it's this one right here that lets us know what we're going to be up to next week. And I believe it is Blue Ridge at home versus Page. And that's our next broadcast. The Yellow Jackets, in fact, we'll see them back-to-back weeks at home. Page next Friday. Sholo going to Blue Ridge the following Friday. And we'll have that rematch of the great rivalry between those 2 teams, everybody, right here at Sports Zone Radio. All right, Patrick, you have an awesome weekend, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
We'll see you very soon, everybody. I want to thank our great broadcast team, our production team led by our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director on this one tonight, Fernando Quintana, and working camera on this one tonight, the youngster Noah Anderson, who did a fine job on the broadcast. Our statistician, the lovely Sonia Simmons. And I want to thank my broadcast partner, Patrick Austin, for his contributions to this one tonight at Snowflake. For the entire crew, Floyd Simmons, thanking you for joining us. Reminding you of the final score, Cactus 7, Snowflake nothing. We'll see you at Blue Ridge High School next Friday night as they take on the Page Sand Devils. I want to thank Kevin Standifer for the hospitality, and especially thank our good friend Andy Wood and AMK Solutions for making all of this possible tonight. He put in hours of time that we would be able to broadcast for you here tonight. Andy Wood is a great guy and did a great job for us. Until next time, God bless you, and good night, everybody, from Snowflake High School.
Hatch Toyota in Sholo does a lot